Well, well, well. If it isn't the local chat room. Just sitting here waiting for the preview. ETA, 26 minutes. Might cruise around Japan in the meanwhile.
Good job, King.
How guys doing this fine evening? Ortmandius with the tier 1. Thanks for the 19. 19 months here, and now spreading hate. Oh shit. No ogre stuff. I figured that. It's more elves of the Lumineth variety. We doing the whole Water Temple and Warcry team of Sun, Zenith, Phoenix. Yeah, if I could think of
job, King.
If I could think of one thing that Age of Sigmar needs more of, it's even more Lumineth. There aren't enough. You know, we can't stop until Lumineth is the biggest army. Sunshine and Black things are the tier 148. And Batted Games long number for the big prime 20. Biff reveals. Gentleman of Girth. Biff reveals. Revealing the Biff.
Twitch Prime.
I heard Nurgle as well. Who said that? Archie the Brewer. Yeah, I also heard Nurgle. And possibly a spider thing because of some spider picture a million years ago that they still haven't delivered upon. IPAC, I think, is a big Prime 26. Big preview. It's a Lumineth stream. Ew, I don't know. People are just guessing.
King.
Catch your hopes up for Archon. Rotmeyer Rob thinks with a big tier 2, 55. Oh shit, Hype Train started. Pure cinema. Absolute cinema. Thanks to the big tier 2. Appreciate it. The spider's never happening. I mean, look, this is why tonight we dine in Valhopia, alright? They're going to show off the entire Ogre range refresh. The spider skull thing is going to happen. New dwarves is going to happen. The second part of Cities of Sigmar is going to happen. Dark elves, Malarian elves, insect, silent people, elemental destruction army.
King.
Second half of Mega Gargants with different leg kits. Everyone's getting everything. Skaven Eshin. It's all happening. Benzel Washington, thanks for the tier 1 for 15. Somebody say cinema. It's true, that's my hype thing. Thanks to the big hype train, everyone. Reach. Somebody asked what the new intro song is. I'm just testing it out, seeing if the DMCA robots have anything to say about it. It only has like 1,000 views or something on YouTube, so I think I'm safe from the robots. It's Basics, The Chase. And it hasn't caught the DMCA yet, so that's a good one to keep in my back pocket just in case. Want to buy whatever HeyWoah is smoking. Pure Colombian hopium. Morgur's Mutants, Karnathi, Beasts of Chaos coming back. Not only coming back, but getting taken out of Old World again. So you have to switch bases for the 4th time. Hell yeah. Age of Bakmar. Hopefully we get the Beastclaw Mountain King. Yeah, someday. The Frost Kings. They talk about him in the lore, Copium. That means they're planning them, right? One sentence in the lore, that means they'll be real. It worked for Chaos Dwarves. Don't forget Chaos Dwarves only 6 months away, even now, yeah. We strongly suspect the AOS reveal will just be the full Darkwater game reveal, but hey, Copium, am I right? Hey, word. The H might turn into a C, okay? As things do. What do you think Nurgle is getting? Is Grandpa blessing us with another foot hero? I certainly hope not. Literally 0 AOS armies need yet another foot hero. That's for sure. Please. Please, GW. Not more foot heroes. Fire Slayers do? They do not. Fire Slayers have some of the highest percentages of foot hero versus non-foot hero in the game. That might be a depressing sell sheet to make, now that I think about it. Are we out of Space Marines to Primaricize yet? There's no such thing. That's like asking, are we out of money to print? No. Money printer go burr. OBR could use an infantry liege. I would rather have OBR get a block of foot archers. I'd rather OBR get a block of foot archers to be PH. Arguably foot boltar for the Hellschmeesh of Habibi. The Hellsmiths of Hashish. Fire Slayers need something to break up the blocks of naked bearded men. It's true. His first time chat is a true statement. Real Stormcast heroes confirm this is a true statement. You heard a rumor of normal Duarden coming out next year? It sounds like the old world kind of thing to me. You know, AOS armies tend to be kind of wacky. But I don't profess to know the plans of a mind as Byzantine as G-Dub. Oh, everybody got a hype chest. Hey, thanks a lot. If you could pick just one, would you prefer 3 new godlike BCR sculpts or total Gutbusters redo, but 6.5 out of 10? I think I would be selfless about it, aren't you, the brewer? Almost half, I shouldn't say almost half, about a third, about a full third of Gutbusters is still Finecast. We can't sell Finecast anymore. We can't be a Finecast company. And so I think it should be Gutbusters. I would be a little selfless there. Even though, of course, I want new Beast Claw and everything. But I think the Guts can't be using Finecast like they are. Although the qualifier was 6.5 out of 10, and I don't think anybody obviously deserves a 6.5 out of 10 release. So now I guess you got me caught. Got me painted into a corner here. Maybe now that a third army... Oh no, it's gone. Maybe now that a third army with guns have come out in 4E, give OBR archers by distinguishing gun and archer shooting. Yeah. You want some Barrow Kings. They need to release the Firstborn Marines to refill the Primaris pipeline. Okay. All Chaos Spawn get new sculpts, but still Finecast somehow. The recent-ish Gorgers look pretty good. Yeah, and their size is pretty good, too. Joking aside, any new Ogres probably be cool as heck. As long as it's not a pity hero. Yeah, as long as it's not a pity hero. That being said, hero might actually be exciting in Gutbusters specifically. Just because we have Finecast heroes, and it would be nice to get them in plastic with good sculpts. Instead of not only Finecast, but also bad old sculpts. All 3. Butcher, Slaughtermaster, Icebrow Hunter on the BCR side. Finecast spawner done. They're back to pewter. Over Tyrant Centerpiece finally. That'd be nice, yeah. Although if we got an Over-Tyrant centerpiece, then we'd need a Frost King to match, right? We'd need a big Overlord for each half. That being said, I'm sure they're combining both halves fully. And BCR might be trickling its way out. But hey, a man can dream for a little while. Return to metal sculpts. I have worked with 1 or 2 metal sculpts, hobby-wise. And I do not wish to again. Dude, Benzel, that's a great emote. Mega consume. What a good emote. Where's that from? Is that a normal one? That's a good one. 15 minutes. Do we have a 15-minute countdown? No, still no. The first Stormcast Ogre. Yeah, the first Stormcast Ogre would be a man-eater who lived with the Stormcast for a while and then came back. Hype train emote. Oh, it's a hype train emote. Dude, it's great. Look at it. It's basically an ogre. He's inhaling all of his enemies and their food. What if they delete Yetis and make Yotis or something? You know, I think we're probably going to get Yetis deleted and Gorgers will just be what the Yetis are. You know, game mechanically, Gorgers are just Yetis, except kind of better. Like they have the same role sort of in the army as tricky thing that slides in here and there. I think they're too expensive, but I think their war scroll is good, and so that's actually good. It's way better to be too expensive, but your war scroll is good, than to have a trash war scroll. Because they almost never fix rules, but they do fix points over time. And it means that they at least started out with a decent idea for them, as opposed to just like a blank stat block that doesn't do anything. Yeah, good omen for ogres, maybe. Dude, I love this emote. This is my favorite emote of the day. The absolute mega consume. The slurp. Basically a shop vac. Omega Hopium, that we hear the slightest reference to Khazalid empires. We won't, but you wish for it. All right. I'll put it in the box. Yeah, it's better to overpay on the value than to enter the infinite abyss of value because the unit is worth like nothing. Yeah. Because if you overpay for something that is actually useful, like that sucks. But then during the game, it's kind of up to you to earn its points back. You can outplay. You can kind of outplay your guys being too expensive. You have an avenue there. But if you're in the race to the bottom, where your shit is just worthless, but it's really cheap, so you might as well put bodies on the table, that never feels good, right? You don't want OBR to lose monsters that they trained from the Everwinter. You mean BCR, but yeah. But they're old and bad. Yeah. They did kind of a meta conversation because there was a great civil war between the Gutbuster tribes and the BCR tribes, and it was pretty close, but the Gutbusters won. And so I take that as like a direct allusion to inside Games Workshop offices. They were deciding which half of the army would be the one they support, I think. It might be that on the nose. We'll see. Is there a bingo board for this stream? There's not. Sorry, Catman. But it's starting in 10 minutes, so no big deal. You thought Ogres would be in 2027? I did too, and I still do. But that's why it's called the Hopium stream, and not the realistic stream. I feel like Ogres are probably coming next edition. If I had to guess, right? But every preview, sitting at attention. bingo, no bango. Been a long time. You fell out of the HeyWoah game, but you're slowly getting back into it. That's me and my entire Discord and all my mods. Except for the getting back into it part. Everybody, we're kind of waiting on 5th edition. I'm going to be honest with you. And that's the sentiment I receive even outside of my own community. And when I look at the tournament attendances as well. And the general digital trends. HeyWoah hating on all 4th editions. Oh, you're right. Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition was shit too. True. Has there ever been a 4th edition of anything that's good? Probably. I'm just thinking about 2 things right now. Fourth edition D&D is like the Star Wars prequels of Dungeons & Dragons, right? Where when it came out, everyone made fun of it because it was so shit. And then years later, young people are like, who weren't around for it, are like, man, looking back, this edition actually was really good. And they're just completely wrong. Like they couldn't be more wrong. You'd play 4th edition over 5th? Well, that one's harder. That one's trickier. I think I'd still play 5th, but I would really not want to play either. There's a lot of really good TTRPGs out there. And 4th or 5th Dungeons & Dragons are not 2 of them. And especially that limp dick, nothing ass 5th edition 5.35 update. What a waste of time. Actually made the game slightly worse. The original designer of Warcry, who also worked on Spearhead, has a channel where he talks about game design now. Yeah, I am an ostrich. I watched it on stream and commented when I was watching it. And I commented on his video as well. 2 of them, I think. I didn't much like the first 2 videos, but he hadn't done YouTube videos before. You gotta learn. The later ones have been improving each time. And he's got some interesting things to say and an interesting perspective to say it from. So I don't know, I clicked subscribe. Imagine if being a ranger just meant you were a road warden. God damn. Unfathomably based. Road warden / half-elven king of men. Like, those are the 2 etymologies, I guess, of a ranger. Just play Pathfinder. I mean, Pathfinder 1 is sort of like D&D 3.99, I guess. Pathfinder 2 is different 5th edition, which is not what I want at all. Is the Rifts campaign done? No, it's on hiatus because one of the members... actually a few of the members had other things to do. But it will be returning. I don't think it'll be returning live. I think I'll like record it and then put up giant episodes. So it's not dead. It's just next year we might start it back up again. I got all my adventures written out and everything. Make it a little more of a production. And not doing it live means I can make much better videos out of it. Even though, like, having a live audience is kind of cool, right? The true challenge of any TTRPG scheduling. Yeah, that's why I'm going to do it, like, once every 3 months. We'll do, like, a 8-hour session or something like that. Do it like that, probably. What's like a top level view of why 5th edition is bad? Too obsessed with balance. Very shallow. and obsessed with capturing the most brand new type of person who almost wouldn't even be interested in TTRPGs in the first place at the expense of people who really would be, and got them where they are today. Boring. Did have one really cool idea though, and that's the advantage-disadvantage system. Kind of a genius system. Really like that one. Sort of my problem with fourth a little bit. Flavor sucked out, made very shallow, boring. Character creation / army building is not fun. And when character creation, army building isn't fun, the game really isn't. And now, since it's a TTRPG, you can do a ton of work and make up anything you want. And so you can, as a GM, you could basically fix any system by just making up infinite things like you always used to do, right? But why would you want to try to cook a steak on a Chevy engine when you could just buy a pan and an oven, right? And also the purely based on vibes. The vibes are completely off. They're just off. Everything's kind of a human. You have all these cool races and all this like continent in a Star Wars movie options and races, but really they're all the same and they're just humans. Or getting rid of all the differences of everything, classes, races, monsters. And it's just, no, everything's people. And then you feel like your choices stop mattering and it's just purely window dressing. Anyway, I won't dwell too much. I'm keeping an eye on the Warhammer Twitch stream, by the way, so don't worry about it. Is it a hot take to say that the core rules for 4th edition are actually some of the best they've put out, but the tomes are lacking? No, that is the universally agreed upon take. That's correct. Yeah. Which is why I'm so hopeful for 5th edition, because they don't need to reinvent the wheel as far as the core rules are concerned. The only thing you have to tweak with core rules is army building. The way you build armies sucks, and endless spells are nonsense. There's a little too much, if I'm going to use a magic term, do this only at sorcery speed, do this only once per turn. A little too much obsession with no fun allowed kind of stuff everywhere. But those are 3 relatively minor things, and the core rules are fine. So in 5th edition, they can really just spend most of their time giving us battle tomes and options like we had in 2nd Ed, you know? So, you know, it's not all doom and gloom. We're just kind of waiting on 5th, that's all. We're not like spurned lovers or furious or upset. We're just like, yeah, this is too streamlined, too homogenized. We've given up too much flavor for balance. We're just kind of bored. And so we're waiting on 5th. Not to sound like a gatekeeping asshole, but you make a lot of money catering to the lowest common denominator. It's true. You do. You do. That being said, a lot of IPs climbed to the top of a mountain on the back of a niche but core audience and then turn their back on them and now make slop that kind of doesn't sell very well over and over and over as the layoffs pile up, right? So, you know, gotta find a balance somewhere. I am describing a lot of IPs. Dare I say almost all of them. That seems to be the way of things. You need to be able to appeal to new players to keep a game healthy. Yeah, you can't have the average age of your players be 40, right? You have to get new people into it. But that's why you make Spearhead as an on-ramp. But don't fuck up the real game for your established customers, right? There's a way through this where everybody's happy. Do you think the affordability of the hobby is something GW is going to need to address, and how will they do it? Seemingly not. Warhammer and Games Workshop, just like I suppose, well, not just like Magic, but, you know, they have always catered to at least kind of rich people. That's their target audience. And the prices have gone up as their target audience have grown and got back from college and got jobs and have kids and have more spending money. Their prices are essentially moving along with inflation plus a lot. Yeah, Ruffle McStruffle. What I think they'll do is they'll raise prices just like they always do.
Good job, King.
Tory Kirker 7, thanks to the tier 159. The sub must go on. Battletech fans catching strays. I don't know about Battletech. I don't know about it. It seems cool. Just the inflation in the UK is a little bit high. Worldwide inflation is very high right after COVID. Because COVID happened, and what does basically every government do? Well, they spend a lot so that companies and people and stuff don't die, because that's what governments are supposed to do. They're supposed to take on debt because other things can't. States, companies, right? And then what happens after that? Inflation. And so what happens when there's high inflation? Most of the people who are in office get kicked out, you know? But that's just sort of the way of things. Oh, hey, check this out. Check this out. I'm going to turn them up.
Warhammer fans in the room with us, attendees of the World Championship and attendees of the Grand Narrative. I think you heard them cheer already, but just
very, very, very quiet. I got them turned up high. They're going to fix this. Everybody in the chat is like no audio, so they're gonna be fixing this. I should hope.
And we can see there are already thousands of you watching along.
Very quiet. Yeah, everybody's saying very quiet. Loads.
People here from over 50 countries representing their various different countries at the World Championship and joining us for.
I don't want to turn it up anymore because when they fix the audio, it's gonna blast everybody.
Start to kick off and to see where people have come to participate here from all around the world, watching as the opening ceremony took place, and we saw just hundreds of
No sound, so quiet. Everybody in chat.
Brazil,
He's saying loads, loads,
France is here in enormous
loads.
numbers, Canada. So normally this is the part in the chat where I'd say, hey, where are you tuning in from?
So great to be here, but not be heard.
Represented right here in this room.
It's a $2 billion company.
People know where you're from by giving us a big cheer right now.
Somebody turn SJ up.
As you can gather, there's a really excited and engaged home crowd as well. It's fantastic.
Told us that you're a professional lip reader. Now's your chance.
Welcoming us and hosting us. It's really lovely.
All I'm getting from he has his microphone in front of his mouth. Oh, there we go.
Why are we here? Well, we've got a little reel.
He said, Warhammer before, I'm hungry. Let's run the clip. Hey, at least I'm not going to get DMCA'd for the butt rock this time. Alright, they turned it up a little bit, I'm detecting. He's exclusively talking about the spider skull and ogres, yeah. Oh, okay, we're up again. We're getting better.
There we are. That is
No, not them. Tom Guan spotted.
pause for applause after every video. We're going to have to get used to that, I think. That is the World Championship
I think they're actually just off now.
of what's going on here at the World Championships of Warhammer and the Grand Narrative. And I think it's just a really lovely event so far. This has been a really amazing
I'm ready. I'm prepared. I'm prepared for ogres. Well, now look, I gotta fill in the gaps here. All right, this is a live presentation. Got an MSI monitor, Alienware laptop. Meh. Alienware mentioned.
One of the other things that Eddie and I have been talking about, and
The chatters are highlighting complaints about the audio. They're still talking.
which is quite a mild.
Look, they're a model company, not a sound company. All right,
And it got us thinking about
live dub.
what it means for us.
Right now he's talking about Warhammer 40,000. He's asking who, everybody in the chat, where are you from? It was so nice to be out here watching everybody compete.
And many of them aren't events exactly.
The studio lights are looking kind of hot.
Birthdays and christenings and
Talking about all the different ways in which you could turn up the sound. Dwight of the Dead, thanks for the tier 1 3 months in advance. I appreciate you liking the future of my stream. 3 months from now. Appreciate it. Can they not see the chat? Is it pre-recorded? It's not pre-recorded, I don't think. If it was pre-recorded, they would fix the sound instantly because it would just be playing on a laptop somewhere, right? They don't have any control over this. The director on site does. And so conceivably, the director on site is looking at the chat and trying to fix the audio somehow. Rob getting the word out there.
how the rest of this show is going to work for the next
Why are you gifting subs to $1 billion company? That's fine. That's fine. They're excited. Don't worry about it. Highlight number 4.
settings. I listed them all out in that video.
Absolutely glistening.
Warhammer Age of Sigmar, we've got the old world, we've got the Horus
Why does it trigger you how the left guy is holding the mic? He is holding it like a rap artist.
Should we start with our first
You know?
I think we should have our first reveal. We waited long enough.
Right, well, let's
The claw.
the show.
Actually, it's more like, oh, here it is. Warhammer Quest. There it is. Warhammer Quest. The Nurgle. Yo, his head is so tiny. I like that guy. Yo, nice dwarf. Oh, big wizard. That's what it's like. That's what it's like. We're playing Warhammer Quest in a cigar bar with movie lighting. Goth baddie.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I salute. All right, lights are going out too. They're having technical difficulties. Okay.
the extremely popular
Yo, they might have popped a fuse next to the sound or something.
adventure game set in the Mortal Realms. Eddie,
Dude, there's some issues.
If you're familiar with Warhammer Quest, you might have played some of the Warhammer Quests in the past. It is a
Warhammer Quest, Darkwater.
friends. Go on
Fix the audio. Another highlighted message.
grim places within the Warhammer setting. In this particular one,
He's covering the mic with his hand.
which is deep in the realm of light.
So they're under siege.
By Nurgle, and as you saw there in the video, there is an amazing range of Mechanicum of Nurgle miniatures in that box set.
They're going to do another reveal to cut back to the one the announcer is just missing. Yeah.
yeah, let's see the models.
You were distracted by the Goth GF. What happened? I don't. My mind went blank. I'm going to be honest.
On the Warhammer community website, we previewed a few of
Clearly a failing company. Can't afford a power. No. They're a model company. The models are great. Sound, you know. It's tough to do a live event, and things go wrong that worked perfectly 5 minutes ago. It's really frustrating, and I've done it a lot before. I know their pain right now.
Might be
Good job, King.
Monk 100 thinks it's a tier 154. Maybe the Darkwater was the friends we made along the way. It's true. Whoever said Beastmen were coming back, technically true because there is a Beastman model or two there. 14 Omega lol. This guy looks kind of nice. I appreciate this model. Surely you have teams of people to stop and fix this. My guess is 2 with some volunteers.
So he's joined this mission into the Jade Abbey to redeem it from the clutches of Nurgle. If you want to be
Corporate's going to take it out on them. They have nothing to do with this. Those laptops in front of them are probably just have their scripts on them. The worst part is the person with the mic because they have no control over it. It's somebody else across the room with, you know, OBS on a laptop open, desperately clicking through settings next to a mixer, right? The person with the mic has no real control over it usually. And so they're just actually dead in the water. It sucks for them. The lady. Oh, the tips don't touch? Right over there. Hideous face, as always, as I have come to expect. Positively hideous face. Kind of weird armor. Maybe she's supposed to be like a ghoul. Like a civilized ghoul or something. Derp water. Oh, look at this dude. I like this guy. Dude, his face is actually melting, but that's probably the paint job. Don't worry about it. I like normal dwarf man. We can have a normal dwarf as a treat. Wait, his name is Drolf. D-Rolf. Ironhead. Absolutely drolfing it. He's got a classic dwarven nose there. Alright, everybody, make some nose. Disgusting centaur. Thanks, I hate it. Don't like centaurs, never did. So no Ironhead? That's HeyWoah the dwarf? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Next up, a really unusual hero. I know, right? I don't know if you can hear it at home.
This looks like the surprised raccoon or anteater. What's that meme where the anteater gets surprised and just stands up? Like, that's this guy's posture.
Savage warriors who live in the realm of life. And he's got an interesting thing on his side. You can see the ebon claw.
I think he's okay.
Power to take on a more feral and savage aspect. And he's here for blood. He's absolutely...
He's just big.
The forces that have taken control of the Jade Abbey.
He just said, I don't know if you can hear me or not. Nope. The microphones are too quiet. Drasher Vorn. Can you turn it down, my ears? Yeah, too loud. Too loud. He's supposed to be a druid, right? Because he is shapeshifting. This is a cool classic wizard. Well, druid, really. Yeah, I like it. Nice sickle there. Nice staff. It is the ground. I like his familiar little owly friend. This guy, this wizard, well, not really a wizard. I get, okay, jade wizard, but that kind of is the same thing as a druid, sort of. Anyway, this is awesome. I'm liking this one. 10 out of 10. It's not too busy. They could have made it busier. They didn't. They showed a little restraint. Really cool paint job on the animal companion as well.
So those are the heroes. That's your choices. And when you play this game, it is a cooperative game. The idea is
it is straight out of Dragonlance, yeah. Kind of look like a Parsalian.
Jade Abbey. Let's have a look at some of those, starting with the smallest and least scary of the monsters.
And then we have Goop, just slime. Maggotkin of Nurgle, Mire Kelpies. Just slime goopers. Love the Jade Wizard, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of made of the horrible infested fen water of the Jade Abbey that is infested with Nurgle's curses and plagues.
The solution the tech team has come up with is the live audience can hear them, and we can't. That's the... Oh, this thing's fun. Look at this. Again, very Dungeons and Dragons. This image right here, like, I would expect to see this thing in the 2nd edition monster manual, you know? Some, like, Tony Dieter Lizzie drawing or something like that. I like these. These are fun. These are fun. It is just a beholder. Well, maybe an observer. Because it's super small. And then we got really dumb looking just people. Maybe zombies or something. Pox wretches, I guess. Halfway between people and zombies, I suppose. I shrug and I sleep. Pox grots. You could probably do them up to look nice. They're basically zombies. Gugh. I guess Poxwalkers were in 40k, somebody's telling me. Nice. Great. Yeah, jowls detected as well. Absolute jowling it. And then we got Pestigors. Boring and I sleep. Some people really like the gores. I don't. I just shrug. Okay. I mean, they look good for what they are, I guess. Just potbelly and gore things with some green on them. Oh, now we're talking. Something interesting. Cankerborn. Nice sword. Interesting super legs, and you got some stuff in them. 3 heads. All right, now we're getting somewhere. This is kind of nice. Cankerborn, all right, now you have my attention. Absolutely poxed up. Maybe I'm just interested in these because of how boring the last 4 slides were in a row. But these are kind of nice.
Yeah, you can see like bits of ancient sacred stone is on their back, and you can imagine that Nurgle is infected.
I think the triple face is a good gimmick for Nurgle demons as well. I agree. I like the stones that are in them or coming out of them. I appreciate that thing. I'm sure they're talking right now about the lore of why those stones are latched into them, but we can't hear that. Decent axe. Looks kind of living. Nice sword. Yeah, Cankerborn kind of cool. Yeah, it does fit the Nurgle icon, which is the 3 circles and the bug stuff. And we got big boys, Blight Templars, which are just wider Blight Kings. More spherical Blight Kings. Oh, cool little tree on the back there. And you got the Antolars. A little bit of a soul edge kind of thing going on with the eyes and the weapons. Just big circles. Oh, huge. Dude, big on. Looks like Manji at the end of Blade of the Immortal. This is sick. Nice imposing posture as well. You what, mate? No? Are you talking shit about my waifu? This guy, I like him. Yeah, that's great. Really interesting Nurgle
I think anything Nurgle immediately
direction to go.
to a lovely paint scheme if you
The massive fucking arm.
things on there, that enormous arm with
That's cool. I like him. Doomfist. This guy failed No Nut November.
he's got antlers there as well. It's kind of a recurring theme across some of these Nurgle miniatures is the corruption of the realm of Gyrum, which previously would have had, antlers would have been a symbol of the hunter and god of Kurnoth, but they've all been corrupted.
The Charger, yeah.
Fantastic. Where do we go from here? This is
And then another screaming beasto guy. Yeah, okay. Got a tongue ring, maybe. Holding a heart, I think. Shaman Foulhoof. He's got a decent horn game for being a footman. Decent horn game.
Magical trouble for your heroes to have to deal with. He's one of the sort of end-of-level bosses, I guess, almost within.
He looks like what he should look like, probably.
But there's more.
This is perhaps the most disturbing model in the set.
Oh, the Bug Lord. Oh, cool. Dude, 2 cultists in a trench coat, actually. So this is the mixing one. This is the one that talks, and they're all part of the larvae. Cool. Okay. I'm in. This one's good. Oh, cool. Look from the side. It's got the caterpillar stuff going on there. Extra interesting. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, and there looks like a eunuch one on the side that's kind of holding it as well. Dude, that's sick. Tay Barracuda, thanks for gifting a tier 1 sub. Yeah, you can see him right there, the little eunuch guy, holding onto the side of it. This shit rocks. And then tiny head, big body. Dude, I love tiny head, big body. I like that meme. Cool sword. I kind of like this guy. Okay, they really pulled it together. They really pulled it together when they got their heroes here. You can use them in AOS, right? Yeah, you could use Silver Tower in AOS, and you still can today. So I would assume that this Warhammer quest you will be able to use in AOS, and they might actually be good. Yeah, this guy's sick. I like the tiny head, big body. Reminds me of, what's that clown from the original Spawn movie? The Violator. Reminds me a little bit of that. The John Leguizamo in a fat suit. The Kingpin build is unbeatable. You mean John Leguizamo? Yeah. Slambo pose. All right, buy a collector's edition book if you want.
Every scenario inside the game is a different spread within this map book. So you lay it open, it lies flat. What this means,
All right, yeah, and then you can open it up and it turns into terrain. Sure. That's the board.
you get your friends round, you decide which scenario you're playing.
Little baby gooba.
You are playing immediately.
I think it's very.
They axed Curse City, though? Yes, they did. Curse City, appropriately enough, was cursed on the back end. With random deals falling through with producers and people that were supposed to make models for it and stuff. And so it was doomed. Only one remains.
While Eddie opens that up, he might be able to show you some of the frames that come in it, as well as the sort of the materials to do with the gaming.
They tried sacrificing him to the machine god to get the sound working, but it didn't catch.
Frame that all the heroes come on, so you see they're all sort of
Oh, there it is.
easy to build models, as in they're relatively simple.
You don't have to move it.
The heroes come on sort of that.
Anyway, good shit. All right, we're going to show all of them. Okay.
Don't want to paint your models with
Here's this. It's sprue.
be able to tell who's who, because all the bad guys will be grey and all the good guys will be this sort of bony color.
Production are aware of audio problems. Yeah, no shit they are.
Yeah, so
They were aware of audio problems like in the first 30 seconds.
on the back of Ogors Plus, he has
And they were just trying to fix it. How big? How big it is?
deep inside
Dude, Big Hand Dude is kind of big.
the box, and that's where all of the sort of the material for
Is that a 60 maybe?
the game is found. So it's full of.
Oh, we're taking it all out.
On the right-hand side of the screen now, as you look at it, that's the map book.
If this counts for the Age of Sigmar reveal, I swear to God.
So this is he's just
Oh, it lays flat. Look at the technology.
spent hours hunting around for the
Can you believe it?
It's gonna make your
It
game
lays flat. This is how you play. The pages turn likewise.
responding really quite warmly to this. Each of these is an entirely different scenario.
Dude, any flat layers in chat?
Hours and hours of
There it is.
fantastic gameplay to enjoy as you delve through the Jade Abbey and attempt to deliver it from the hands of Gelga's Plus. That was cool.
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think Warhammer Quest is it has a separate logo. That's the copium I'm holding in here.
Got me in the mood for some Age of Sigmar Nurgle.
They're spending a long time on this reveal.
Wish there was more than just
Doesn't bode well.
that was in that box.
Why don't we see what's next up on this?
Flat fuck Friday.
I'm looking at the screen waiting for the next image to arrive. Actually, we're going to take a technical break for 2 minutes and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Technical difficulties. Don't go anywhere. Wait, where's my I got a thing for this. There we go. We'll be right back, folks. Ah. Perfect meme ad time. Oh, sure, yeah. We probably got 30 seconds. Let's do a Winston.
Pardon me, would you have any
Cream.
But of course.
Grey Poupon. It even has cream.
Hello, everyone. I'm Scott, president of Domino's Pizza. Have you heard of Hatsune Miku?
Get a rope.
How do you get shirts so clean, Mr. Lee?
Ancient Chinese secret.
My husband, some.
Pure athlete, yeah.
Here's his ancient Chinese secret.
Cream.
Folks, I work with lots of people who wear dentures and smoke.
Mommy, how long will Charlie live?
1 second.
I like the Whopper the way it was. Fool.
The new Whopper has more beef than ever. With luscious taste and a foamy trait.
Duncan Hines Yellow rises to great heights of moistness.
This is the day of great taste.
Deluxious.
This is the day of great moistness.
This deluxe yellow rises above the rest.
Moisture.
Haven't you ever tried it?
No, is it soft?
Squeeze it.
Ooh, it is soft.
And help take a bite out of
Cream, yeah.
It still tastes good like a cigarette should.
Moisture. We are still having some technical difficulties over here, but how you guys doing? Please stand by as we unplug all the XLR cables, plug them back in, turn the mixer off, turn it back on, jiggle the cables. Yeah, it's a great day for great moistness. Love me some deluxe yellow, especially when it rises above the rest. And that was the entire preview. Now, I imagine it was the first tiny part of a really huge, thick, long preview. Cigarettes had some of the most potent commercials, don't they? They knew how to sell. They knew how to sell a product. Now, when you make your product addictive, that kind of helps you along a little bit, but you still got to try it the one time. Yes, she indeed said deluxious. Yes, you are right. Deluxious. You are not verse the WWF, WWE world. What does Macho Man Randy Savage say? Cream a lot. He actually doesn't. It was only once. He bet somebody or somebody bet him that he could cut a promo live off the top of his head about anything, and somebody gave him little creamer packets from like the craft services table. And so he just grabbed some and let it loose on the fly. And it created one of the most iconic promos ever. And that was it. It wasn't like his thing. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't his catchphrase or anything. He just did it once. But it was fucking funny. And I guess I will not let it go. They will eventually figure out that fucking sound. What a thespian. True. We are still in technical difficulty land, by the way. We got loads more previews for you. We just got to get past these technical difficulties. Imagine if they start with, and take her away from the top. We got loads of stuff to show you. First off is Warhammer Quest. You couldn't hear us, so we're going to repeat all of it. Actually cracking whips above Noblars. Getting all the Moon Clan. The Skaven are chewing on XLR cables. Stormcast, they're casting lightning bolts to juice up the power. I should watch it live. It'll be more hype. It was hype. Look, now we all have shared suffering as we're waiting for it to get fixed. I feel the need to point out, because you always have to, this is the first time they've had technical difficulties this bad ever. Sometimes the sound is fucked up for a second or two, but this is a rough one. It hasn't ever been this bad. Who's better at AV productions? Goblins or Noblars? Goblins, I think they're smarter. Because the Noblars don't have any leaders. Those are Ogres. Ogres can steal other people's tech and use it pretty well. But I get the impression that fungomancers and stuff like that are reasonably intelligent. They're just crazy. And hopped up on bug. Even if it's not good previews, this will be remembered for a while. We were here. Yeah, we were here. I was here. Trench Crusade sabotaging. Dude, Trench Crusade just needs to do a good job. That's the best sabotage they could ever do. So far, so good. The new worst reveal show they've done so far, I don't think so. I don't think it'll matter after right now. They'll post the reveals on their website. You'll be able to click through it, and people will judge the reveals by how cool the reveals themselves are. I don't mind technical difficulties in the long term, right? Because really it's about what things they're previewing. And so a disappointing preview show where they don't show anything cool, that's a killer, right? That's worse. Budget cuts in the AV department. The creepers from SOB. It makes you think there really is ogres because the world itself is refusing to reveal them. Didn't Trench Crusade kill STL sales going forward? It's something like that. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't paying too much attention. But they did something that people didn't like about stopping STL sales, or maybe future things won't be STLs, but the current ones are, or something like that. I can't recall. And they're trying to do plastic, which is very expensive, but potentially better. Are we trenched? Are we trench pilled? I don't know. I looked into Trench Crusade and I've played some games now. I like Trench Crusade a lot. I'm not really a skirmish kind of guy. I like big armies and big lists and stuff. But Trench Crusade is really good. Game design's good. Army building is good. I wish there were more options, obviously, because I always wish there were more options for everything. But you like titty out war nuns? Titty out war nuns are important. You need titty out war nuns, okay? It's like shooting a gun every once in a while to keep the property value down. Keeps the normies out. Artillery Witch, though, is where it's at for me, but you do you. Trench Crusade feels to you like someone fed 40k to ChatGPT, made it chew on it, and spit it back out. I mean, it's similar, I guess, in a certain respect. It's made by one of the guys who worked for GW and did, what's the thing everybody likes? Tuamus, that guy. What did he do? The thing that all the old guys like, Mordheim, that's it, yeah. So he just did Mordheim again, except a different theme. And people seem to like it. Art's better for sure, on average. Setting is pretty interesting, if a touch shallow. That's not really a big deal. Because you look in the 40k and you realize that it is very deep, but not interesting. The setting is genius, though, on 40k's side. You're not being fair, I'm sure. I mean, to each their own, right? I'm not a big 40k defender in any case, right? So, Artillery Witch mentioned. TC lore is insane. I like Trench Crusade's lore. That wasn't a dig against it. You know, keep it mysterious, keep it to hook sentences for everything, a paragraph here and there. Treating religion and culture as seriously, not shying away from stuff like most companies do out of cowardice, you know? I appreciate that part of it. Letting all the little cultures get hype about their shit. Like, that's cool. Include everybody. You'll hop on Trench Crusade the second there's a horrific rats faction. That might be stepping on some toes, but we'll see. They have a beasts thing. What is it? The Blood Beasts or something? I've heard that, but I don't know when they're going to come out with it. Your 3D print might be done. Hey, I'm going to order a pizza. I'm going to bake a pie from scratch. Path of the Beast, that's it. If they made a Celtic primal pagan faction, dude, that'd be sick. The thing is, it's not, it's not riffs. It's not every legend is true. It's, dark Christianity is. And all of its splinters, It doesn't mean that everything is true, right? It's just that. I don't know if they'll expand or whatever, but they fixed the audio. They just forgot to cut back to the reveal. People 3004 thinks the tier 150. Big appreciate. How the Beast are like werewolves and wendigos and stuff mixed with John Carpenter's The Thing. I'm in. Sounds sick. Someone made a Mormon faction for the game. Gross. Now, that's an American thing. You don't have to include America. In fact, you kind of shouldn't in a certain respect. It's alternative World War I. They're going to cut back and be like, well, that's the show. Thanks for watching. Be sure to refresh the website to look at all the stuff we previewed for the live crowd. America needs to sit more shit out. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you have to include them. It's fine. And I'm an American. You know? We're not part of this story, and that's okay. Japan isn't part of this story either, right? Nor Russia or whoever, right? It's fine. It's okay. You don't have to expand across the entire world and do the Rifts thing where everything is true. You can keep your really tight, cohesive, you know, area and story and lore and keep it there. If I recall correctly, Fumunk is right. I don't think America was colonized quite as it was in reality in the Trench Crusade world, and that's fine. America trying to comprehend World War I logistic issues. Imagine no burger. Supply lines bring burger to troop. Hey, our logistics are pretty good at this point. Probably not in, you know, probably not in World War I era, but imagine you got burger when you wanted bullet, or bullet when you got burger. Air deployable Burger King. Maybe if the Trench Crusade timeline keeps going until East and West Germany. And we do like the team up of America and Britain, like candy supplies that they flew in for like 100 days in a row. Not just candy, obviously, but that's the thing that kind of caught on for it to be remembered. In Trench Crusade world, I don't know if it would be candy. It would be like crucifixes or something. You don't see how any part of the world connected to Europe or the Middle East sits out of war with literal demons. Seems like a reasonable to bring in more Africa and Asia. Yeah, that's the, like, you could bring, you know, creep into India, down to Egypt and stuff. There is Ethiopia. Trench Boxer Rebellion. Get some Philippines in there. You're just interested in seeing what they do with the Papal Space Program? I am very confident they'll never do anything with that. It's just a funny sentence someone argued should stay in. And to me, that would be the best. Is they leave it in as the one funny sentence and they just don't address it or do anything with it. Oh, you're right. There is the Kingdom of Abyssinia. Cool seeing Slavs and Balkans and stuff. Mongols. If there's anything the U.S. has proven to be most excellent at in warfare over the past 250 years, it's logistics. That is a huge part of military. Arguably the main part is logistics. Napoleon had a thing or two to say about that. Oh, it looks like it's starting again. Hello? It's starting. It's restarting. The sound still doesn't work. No, there we go. Sounds good. It's starting over. It's actually starting from the beginning again.
Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully we are back alive on the stream. Thank you very much for staying with us through those technical difficulties. We have just seen the incredible new Warhammer Quest Darkwater, and we're going to move
worse.
as quickly as we can to the rest of our amazing miniatures coming up soon.
We're staying in the mortal realms of more Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Let's roll the next slide.
Roll the next slide.
So we've seen Darkwater. What would be cool after all those fantastic miniatures would be if we had a bit more Mechanicum of Nurgle.
Blacketkin of Blurgle. Absolutely hideous. We got Pestigors. Rot swords. All right, big. New Putrid Blight Kings. Absolute sumo. Oh, huge. He's big. Dude, Sloven Knights? Hell yeah. Dude, wide gaming. It's the same face as the, what's the first edition GA Destruction Beast? Look at this dude.
What a fantastic reveal of new...
Oh, show more of it. Festus the Leech Lord, he's back. They're just recording it from the speaker at the live show instead of direct feed. Festus for the best of us.
The largest release of Mechanicum of Nurgle we've had.
All right, these are hella stupid. Hella dumb.
Let's start off with the Pestigors. This is even more Pestigors coming out.
Even more Pestigors, twisting the knife.
The Warhammer Quest Darkwater. These are a different kit. This is a multi-part plastic kit. You can make them.
Can you guys even hear this with my audio?
Gross and weird and goat-like as you would hope a Pestigor unit would be.
Yeah, fantastic. And you can see sort of all the hallmarks you'd expect from Pestigor, the horrible distended flesh and legions.
You can sort of hear
things. And it's a perfect unit to sacrifice in battle as you're trying to win glory for Nurgle.
Absolutely. If you ever wonder what it looked like if you shave a very ill goat and give it a halberd and then send it into combat, this is exactly what that looks like.
Yeah, don't like these. They look dumb.
But they're not the only new infantry models that we saw in this crunch of reveals. I'm really excited.
Charlie Brown grown-up ass audio.
Rot swords. He says a little early. There we go. These are the Rot Swords, which are a line infantry unit for the Mechanicum of Nurgle.
All right. Big shield men.
In a Nurgle force, they are.
They just ruined the audio again. I didn't do anything.
Absolutely take a beating and keep
on. All right, these guys look cool though. I like them. Sort of an look at the. He's got so many medals.
The bulk of your force able to kind of take the charge from enemy units.
Audio jungle. Dude, I like the Rot Swords. They're sick. Looking good.
Can take a charge like almost no other in Warhammer Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, absolutely.
North Korea decoration.
Fantastic opportunities here for painting and doing brilliant effects. The models are so detailed, but I think you could also paint these very quickly if you wanted to as well. I look at these.
Our Rot Sword's a 10-man unit. My guess is 5,
Yeah,
but we'll see.
If you've got kind of ways that want to do some rust or get some like you can paint Nurgle very messily if you want to and get away with it, or you can really spend your time and make them very beautiful if you wanted to.
Fantastic. We saw more than just these. The next unit on the way.
Yo, the size of this axe. Yo, nice weapon. Look at this cool shit. Come at me, bro. Absolutely Dark Souls T-posing. Huge ags. These guys are great. Putrid Blight Kings. Looking good. Actual sumo. Look at this dude over here. These guys are great. Very ogre-like. You know? Very ogre-like. I got a kind of looks like ogre reveal, I guess. I love this guy.
They are just an absolutely horrendous looking unit.
Come at me, Papa.
Lovely on the battlefield alongside the rest of your Nurgle things. They are the same size bases, I believe, as the current.
I don't think we needed new Blight Kings either. But these look great. So hey, all right.
They look so good, don't they?
Next up, I think is my favorite. I really like this is a new cavalry.
With the big horse dudes, let's fucking go. His little tiny hoof can barely fit in the stirrup. This horse is suffering.
Was a Nurgle champion on a horse, and now he has an entire unit to
Dude,
lead.
these guys are
This
great,
is a shock
big.
cavalry unit. They are effectively Nurglate Chaos Knights. They've got some really
Nurglite Chaos Knights. Okay, nice pose, nice silhouette from the front. Oh, and they give him little ribbons.
You roll an all-important
There you
3+,
go.
and the unit you're engaged with will strike last no matter what. That is a
Door dashers.
ability.
Yeah, these guys are sick.
An absolute freight train when they come in as well. There's fantastic.
More horses and knights.
It's fair to say the
Big hammer.
has got to be.
Look at this dude.
The Leech Lord.
Yo, Leech Lord leveled up a few
hero that we're familiar
times.
with from the world that was.
Got a scarecrow friend up here.
He's a demon prince of Nurgle.
Fucking
Riding an
huge.
slug-like creature. He's just foul.
Yeah, so this is a
Blah.
character that we've known for quite a long time. He plays an important role in
He's
the Monsters of
absolutely
Nurgle during
him.
the
Great
end times.
hood,
He's been
too.
blessed by the powers of Nurgle. He's been given an enormous leech. So now the
Let's
kind of
go.
Leech Lord
Actual
makes sense.
leech
That's
that
up
he's
the space option thing.
riding on.
Happy Leech Lord or sad
Oh,
Leech
you
Lord
have.
if you want.
You can give him
And if
a
you wanna know
pensive
what
look
the
or
goal
a
is,
very
it's
happy
called
look. One of the
Cathay
two.
Scaffold of Lights. Oh, that's cool. He's got some very cool rules in game.
Kind of
as
looks
well.
like the
He's
head
able
of the
to,
old
both through magic and in combat, basically
Snake
suck,
Beast.
the power out of nearby enemy units, power himself up, heal
This is
himself.
sick.
And
Very
just a
good.
really useful leader.
I prefer
really
the
useful
happy
for
look,
peace
personally.
for Nurgle armies. I think again this is a
Yeah,
really good
reimagine
for a painter as well.
Tamarkan.
Loads of lovely details on back there. He's brought his kind of weird collection of concoctions and
Dude,
putrid things
awesome.
with him.
Super cool.
Sits right at home at the center of your
Love
Dragon
to
Kin
see
army.
it.
Yeah, fantastic. And
Yeah, this
where
shit
might
rocks.
one learn about all of these exciting new.
Who would not choose the Happy
Is there
Festus?
rules?
And
Well,
also,
it'll
it's
come as no
more
surprise, there will be
appropriate.
a new Chaos Battle Tome for Mechanicum of Nurgle. This
Dude,
is
at least there's a
everything you need to
background this
understand
time.
all
I
the
kind of
lore
like
and the
this
stories and
one.
things that surround them, but also how
I know
they
it's
make
still
the
just normal troop guy on the cover,
More
but
than one new
at least
book
it kind of has a
over in
background.
So we've also got some regiments of renown alongside the battle tome. There are several regiments of renown you can use inside.
You
battle
can buy
tome.
the
One of them
old
is available
Minecraft
as
models, you know, the Lego guys.
concept. This is a pustule. There's also a new spearhead, which has
New
amongst other things,
spearhead.
loads of Nurglings in.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody here play Spearhead? We've been playing a lot of Spearhead back in.
Anybody here
our
play
office,
Spearhead? Anybody have a
trying to
lunch
join it.
break?
And this one gives you just a gibbering horde of little Nurglings to turn loose on the enemy.
Gibbering
Quite excited by it.
horde.
Also, there is
Oops,
another
all
book on
Nurglings.
the way. Eddie, what is Blighted Wilds?
So we have another narrative expansion for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, a Path to Glory book.
Path to
And
Glory,
this
nice.
effectively allows you to play games in the Blighted Wild, which is within the realm of Gyran that has been infested by the forces of
Gyran,
Nurgle.
not
You
Gyran,
can play through
Gyran.
either as the forces of Nurgle trying to corrupt it, or as the
Path
forces
to
trying to drive back
Glory.
and pull back the Plague Father's legions.
Fantastic.
You got a,
There we go.
I got a
That
Spearhead
was
game
our
in
Warhammer Age of
during the
Sigmar
tech stuff. Yeah,
How we doing? Right. So
it's
we're going to take a little bit of a change of pace now.
It's
and
kind
show
of
you
almost
something that
fixed.
We're very excited about that you're going to see more of in the next year. So 2026 is looking very good. If you like cool Warhammer animations, let's have a look ahead.
this is what we'll be seeing in the next year. In the grim dankness.
This is my only chance to atone.
Sisters of Battle.
What were those things?
Eldari. We shall risk everything for this.
Oh, big gun. Let's
How
go.
do we fight ghosts?
Then this war will last.
Heavy boltar. Yo, Bellicor. What's up, dude?
The next wave of greenskins will soon reach our world.
Oh, there he is.
The Emperor will see us through this.
Mocap. They're putting the Astartes guy to work. Good. Oh, and he still remembers how to use good camera angles. You'll love to
We
see
will
it.
not abandon these souls. You have my word.
And then it shows some shitty ass AOS 2D thing in between. Hey, it's all right. It's fine. I'm sure it'll be good. I didn't mean it.
Emperor.
I didn't mean it. There's only Warhammer Plus.
That was really cool.
All right, the sound is broke again.
We saw loads of
Loads.
snippets from forthcoming animations.
He said it.
Warhammer Plus. Eddie, give us some insight into some of what we saw.
Yeah, so we're not going to go into too much detail today in terms of the names of some of those things, the titles of them, but we can tell you some of the things about them. These are new animations on their way from Warhammer Plus very soon. There's some factions we absolutely saw there. We've got some Sisters of Battle, Order of the Sacred Rose. There's some Eldari on the way. Aeronautica Imperialis make an appearance. There's some Orcs. There's a couple of Space Marines in the mix there. We've also got the finale of the current season of Black Talon on its way very soon with Be'lakor and Turnus up to their mischievous, devious tricks again. Also in that, we got to see some of the incredible behind-the-scenes work that people do.
That was the thing I thought was really exciting, was seeing the incredible amount of effort.
Oh yeah, there was a Krieg
going
guy.
into these shows to make them so good, right? When we saw sort of the
Hiding the animations on Warhammer Plus is still a choice. I mean, they're all in now. There's no turning back.
Really gives you a sense of how much work's going into these shows.
Yeah, there's a lot of very
I don't know
talented
if
people
I would
doing
call
a lot
Be'lakor
of very good work
mischievous.
there, and we kind of
Yeah.
make sure to kind of push the quality really hard to make sure that Warhammer can be
Conniving,
the best it can be.
yeah.
Fantastic.
Cool.
All of these shows will be coming to Warhammer Plus in 2026, right?
So Black Talon will be on its way before that. That's going to be
Great
released this
Piracy
year.
Plus.
And then the rest
He's
of the
just a
shows
little
are on their way in
rascal.
2026.
Fantastic. And I'm just going to press you a little bit. When the sort of the camera panned out and you saw the desks with the monitors,
Cheeky
those were
Be'lakor.
Space Marine Terminators.
Saucy
look like Space Marine
Be'lakor.
Terminators,
Is
yeah.
that a clue for Astartes 2?
I mean, it could be. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Just a
I'm
jape,
probably too excited.
Lord.
Right. So that was fun. If you want to watch all of those shows and loads more besides, Warhammer Plus is where you'll find them all.
No,
So
I will
we
not.
need to go now to the Age of Darkness and the Horus Heresy.
The Age of Dankness.
Fantastic. So we've got some exciting things
Fantastic.
coming down
So,
the road for the Horus
just-
Heresy very soon.
That's a fantastic.
Here are our first reveals. We are looking at the Legiones Astartes Siege Assault Battle
Siege
Group.
Assault
What
Battle
is
Group.
a Siege Assault Battle Group, I hear you say? Well, good news, we can explain it.
This is effectively a new box set with loads of new miniatures and a couple of returning ones as well. Let's have a look at some of the models. To start off with, we have the much anticipated Mark III Legion Breacher
These
Squad.
guys
This
look
is
cool.
your Space Marines in iron armor with enormous big shields and all
I
sorts
still
of
maintain
specialist
that Horus
breaching
Heresy
weapons.
guys
I'm of the
in
opinion
general
that
look
iron
better
armor
than
is the
40k
greatest
guys.
mark of armor ever invented,
As an
and the
outsider
breaches are the
who doesn't know
greatest
anything about anything really,
So these ones are
the
just
Horus Heresy
You've
stuff tends to
got all
look
the things
better.
you would want from a breacher
To
squad in
me.
this. You've of course got shields and bolt guns. You've also got grav guns in there, cutters for getting through
A
there.
little
things to
more
make you
grease
sergeant,
punk,
everything
you know,
you would
here and
need
there.
from a Legion breacher squad.
Yeah, fantastic.
just
Backing them
cooler.
up in their mission to launch Siege Assault, we have the very welcome new Cataphracti Terminators.
Big gun.
Yeah. This is two kits on their way for Cataphracti Terminators.
Two
You've got
kits.
this one we can see right now with Volkite charges and power balls. And there is
Yeah, more
also a kit
Baroque.
on
Maybe
the way
that's a
with
good way of
multi-bolters and
describing it,
power
perhaps.
kits. Both of these kits also include upgrades for things
Yeah,
like
and I don't
heavy
really
weapons,
like
your
any
heavy
of the
flamers,
tactical
autocannons,
stuff
that
from
sort of
40k.
thing. And these
It's
Cataphracti are now
a little
scaled in
cringy
line with the rest
to
of
me.
the Horus Heresy range, so that they
A little
tower
too much
over
like a
any
video
opponent
game
wearing power armor
from
foolish
10
enough
years
to
ago.
challenge them in a fight.
Fantastic. And I think one of the more popular marks of Terminator
Yo,
armor
look
is
at
our
how
Cataphracti.
big he is.
Certainly up
He's
there.
a
Also in this box set,
fridge.
you have a Leviathan
He's a
Siege Dreadnought. He is
cube.
new, but he is awesome. He comes with these guys in the
I
box
like
as well.
him.
The miniatures will also be available separately as well. So if for
I
some reason
like
you
him.
didn't want a Leviathan Dreadnought in your life,
He's
it
a
shouldn't be
fucking
crazy.
box. Look at
If
this
you didn't want
dude.
it, you can get these Terminators and the Breacher Squad separately as well.
Fantastic.
Brother, I'm
So
trapped in
all of
here.
these things are united by their like of sieging. It's not. the
It's
only
looking very RoboCop 2,
box set coming
or
along for
what is
Horus
it,
Heresy.
RoboCop
There is
3?
more.
Yeah, it's
May
not
we
just about Space
introduce-
Marines.
May we introduce you to the Mechanicum Skitari
Skitari Battle
The stuff
Group.
in here is mind blowing. I remember seeing it for the first time and just being
Brother, I'm
like,
huge.
blown away by it.
Big
Let's
walk with
break
me
down
over
what comes,
here.
in this set. First are the Skitari Battle.
I think I like him. I like the
These
stealth
are
stuff.
The predecessors to the Skitari legions that you might know
Predecessors.
from Warhammer 40,000.
I think I like the
At time of
stealth
Horus
guys.
Heresy, the Mechanicum splits. You end up with
They're
two
neat.
fabricated generals, and the Skitari
They're just
at
long
that
boys.
time split under each of those fabricated generals. The ones that side with the War Master under Kelwar Hal go real dark.
They like blood. They come from the planet named after the god of war, so it's no surprise really that they
I
do
like the little collars.
shedding
They got the
blood.
brass
Certainly the
collars.
Freitas Skitarii go a bit
Kind of
off
like
the rails.
those.
But
Yeah, I
even
like
the
these
loyalist
guys.
ones at this point are still savage warrior pilgrims of Mars. They are irradiated fanatics.
Yeah, they're quite a different beast, aren't they? And you can see in the weapons and things that they carry how different they are. This is their leader, is the Battle Pilgrim Marshal.
Yeah, really nice multi-part.
Dark Mech, my beloved. Mars attacks.
I've
Looking at, yeah, they do have a Mars
one,
attack,
punchy one, and a
somewhat,
one.
I mean,
just a little bit.
That's pretty much exactly what he's got. If you are looking for,
I mean, the inspirational source material really for Mechanicum
he does have a server.
and Mars attacks are both pulling
There's
from the
also
same
another
30s and
there we go. The Voltrax
40s
Stratos
40s
Automata,
comics, you know.
which is available to the Skitarii.
This thing's neat.
Battle Pilgrims.
Neat little
it's a
squid
grav
ship
unit,
thing.
which is
Kind of
pushing
appreciate
the
it.
edges of what's allowed in technology. And if you're familiar with the Warhammer 40,000 range, you know what some of these things
Nice
end up
jet
becoming.
engine.
Yeah, absolutely. So this can go into battle alongside your Skitarii, or you can include
Admech
it
Trench
in
Pilgrim.
wider Mechanicum army. The Skitarii themselves can be fielded almost as a
This thing is
self-contained
cool. I
force,
like it.
but they can
I like
also
this
slot
thing.
in quite happily into the wider Mechanicum army. So this is a great
Unblighted
little advance
Blight
if you've
drone.
already,
Oh, that's
pledged
right.
yourself
Nurgle
to
has
Mars
something
for one of
very
those
akin to this,
fabricated
doesn't
generals.
it?
This is a welcome
Yeah.
expansion.
There's going to be some fun new things to learn about these guys as well. They've got weapons that I wasn't familiar with the name of at this when
Face
I
reveal
discovered them.
stream.
They're entirely new. They're carrying
You got to
Volt
see the
Lock,
reactions
weapons,
just
so
in
Volt Lock
case.
pistols, Volt Lock arquebuses.
Whoa, you know, we got to make
And
those
it's more of that,
thumbnails.
like, weird esoteric
This
Martian
tank was
technology
kind of cool. I remember that
the
thing.
wider Imperial
Kind of a
hasn't
cool
got its
tank.
hands on and doesn't understand.
It's either a little bit heretical, or Mars just really likes it.
A
and doesn't
little
want
bit
to share it.
heretical.
Yeah, absolutely. All of
Unplugging.
the rules and the lore behind
Yeah,
these
hat
cameras
reveal.
will be contained in the Steel Hand of Mars, which is a new journal Tactica.
I had to be prepared, okay? Like, just in case. Just in case we had ogres.
And here you can see
Just
some
in case we had
weapons
ogres, I
being,
had to be prepared.
Marshal here.
Just in case.
His pistol was a Volt Lock pistol, for the record. And yeah, I think if you've been enjoying collecting some of the Mechanicum models
That
for your Horus Heresy collection,
Burger King
it's still
crown
really
is
welcome.
9 months old now.
Absolutely. So yeah, Heresy fans getting a lot of stuff on the way very
Yeah,
soon.
just in case it was ogre players'
Staying
birthdays.
In the Age of Darkness, we have a few more things.
But perhaps a little
But a little
smaller.
bit smaller.
There we go. Any Legions Imperialis fans in the room? There we go. So if you like your Heresy small or just far away.
Any Legions Imperialis
then,
fans in the
can
room?
we, interest you
Complete
in,
silence.
the
All
Saturnine
right.
Battle Group.
Here you
Earlier in the year-
go. Here
earlier
you
in the-
go.
nice, sort of murmur went across the room.
There's
Earlier in the year,
dozens
we
of
had
us.
Saturnine release, which was the new sort of.
He
box
did
set
not
for
give it
Horus
long.
Heresy.
He cut that shit
This is
off
the-
immediately.
the
Did you
Saturnine
hear?
models entering the Legions
He's like,
Imperialis
any
game.
fans? Hey, all
You've-
right.
you've got a
Like,
model from the
full speed
big
ahead. We
Heresy
got to
range
cut that
alongside
off.
it, so you can
It
get a
cannot
sense
be
of the scale,
silent
because
for
these
too
are
long.
chunky models.
He knew.
You've got the Saturnine
That's a
Terminators. Here
professional.
you see the Saturnine Command Squad. These are
Okay. Okay. All right. F's in chat. Any Legion Imperialis fans? Oh my god.
this is the Dreadnought, and look how big it is compared to.
We've got a lovely shot of it next to the.
Oh,
Nurgle
we're
Saturnine
back, we're
Dreadnought's
back.
Plasma cannon. If you're curious about how this stacks up
Okay,
against
we're
your
marked
Warhammer
safe.
Heresy Dreadnought, it's about the same size as this plasma cannon. But the advantage, of course, in Legions Imperialis is that you can field entire formations of these guys, right? So you can have an entire Saturnine army of things, hundreds of Terminators.
Oh, tiny tank.
Yeah. Also inside the Saturnine battle group, you
A
get
little tiny
some
tank
other
over
great
here.
additions. You get the Mastodon and their Arachne weapon
1-to-1
platform
scale
and,
miniature.
Vindicators. All the things you need to have a really great sort of central force.
Yeah.
Should you want to unleash the technology gifted by Vulcan on the enemy?
Yeah, the Arachne weapon platform is worth calling out some new.
I'm not
guns
like
it's
huge
got.
on these
Now
things.
that it's in,
This guy's
Legions
cool.
Imperialis scale. A along with the quad autocannons, there is also the option for twin Punisher cannon and.
Sounds like you're hearing it live. You are.
Yeah, the Orias heavy
They put
frag
the
missile launcher.
they put the audio for the
So loads of
stream
different choices to put on your,
picking up one of the
to kill whatever your opponent
speakers
happens to be putting down
at
on
the
button.
live place. So you're hearing it instead of just going to a mixer and going straight to the
There's
live
more
broadcast,
for Legions Imperialis. There is
which
an
would be
absolute
perfect,
deluge.
except for the
This is
bad sound of the
Legiones
room.
Society's combined arms battle group.
You're getting
It's all stuff you've seen before. We won't
through the
linger too
mic,
long, other
through
than
the
say this is a
speaker,
great way
into
of
the
getting
mic
a
again,
bunch of
into
space
the
marines
live
for
stream.
your, Legions Imperialis games. Like units.
But we
and
used to get
tanks
nothing,
and
I guess. So
vehicles
here we
and
are.
all of the good stuff.
It's kind of an army in a box, or certainly
It's kind of an
small
army in a
or
box.
a very easy way to expand.
I
This
mean,
is,
that's true.
also a box on its
What
way
we
for
have here
solo,
is an
so you're
army,
doing a
and
very
it
similar
is in a
sort of thing.
box. The
Loads of
man
different
speaks
units.
truth.
You've got some super heavy, some infantry, some
Multi-dollar
scout units, some
company.
Ogrins, all sorts of stuff.
Perfect. Now, let's talk about super heavies for a moment. My favorite tank in the Horus Heresy, maybe in the entire Warhammer universe, is the Space Marine Legions Astartes.
Let's talk about
Hellblade.
super heavies.
Here it
Hey,
is.
chill.
Comes as
I'm
like a
just
super
watching.
kit. The other thing inside
Don't
that
need to
kit
call
that
me
you
out like
saw
that.
Is the Glaive super heavy.
I like a Volkite. I like the glaive.
Oh, you're a glaive guy.
I'm a
Yeah.
glaive guy.
Fantastic.
There are more super heavy tanks on their way for the Space Marines as well as the Fellblade and the Glaive. There is a
I like
second
the
kit
crystals
which makes
they have on the
a
ground there.
Falchion super heavy tank and also a brand new super heavy
Super
tank.
heavies,
that we've never
Ogors
seen
mentioned.
before. The Ascalon super heavy tank with the largest tank portable flamer
Ahem.
in the Age of Darkness.
Yeah, that you just really want to burn something.
Yeah,
at
that.
point, don't you?
Yeah, that is the same size flamer that you get.
There it is,
on
the
Titan,
crystals.
just for scale.
So yeah,
There
the
they are.
Legions Imperialis collectors, they're just
Glittering in the
well,
moonlight.
They're eating good. They're eating good.
Great. So
Guy had a beaky helmet.
there's got to be a book to provide you with all the rules and lore about all of these things that we
The
just showed
Ruin
you. You'll
of
find
the
that in Journal of
Salamanders.
Strategia, the Ruin of the Salamanders. If you really like salamanders, don't look too close to the cover because that is an Iron Warriors Fellblade.
So many people
Lightning
around
Open.
you refuse to even try this game because it's 30K.
Sorry.
I refuse to try it because the models are too
Someone's
small.
gonna lose. Sorry, Salamanders.
We are not the same.
Right. So we're not quite done in the Age of Darkness. We need to take a.
It
tiny
might
detour
actually be
as we talk
cool.
about something,
Maybe I'd
like,
play it on
really interesting,
TTS.
if you've been enjoying reading and discovering the Horus Heresy series, we're introducing here for the
I
first
have
time
not.
a new.
These are the models my models play with. Oh no. Oh no. There, I hope we got a good thumbnail out of that one. That will be I'm gonna scrub back through. That will be the thumbnail for this YouTube video. Me covering my head in front of the guy covering his head.
Heresy Saga. And the first volume in it is Horus Rising. What is the
Oh no,
Horus Heresy
we're
Saga,
back. We're
I
back.
will ask? It is 12 volumes.
This
which,
dude.
have been selected by the Black Library to take you through the Horus Heresy.
Horus
Otherwise, you're
Rising.
facing like 54 books. And so what this does is
This dude just
includes
looks like
sort of
he's a
the main
floating head on
story
someone's
arc of
shoulder.
Heresy and a lot of those main events. So things like Istvan 3,
Is he a
Istvan
head on
5,
someone's shoulder, or is it a guy
Betrayal at
behind the
Calth,
front row?
Prospero, loads of these key events that you really need to understand to make your way through the whole of the Horus Heresy. Eddie's holding a copy of the hardback book right now. If you're in the room, come and have a look at the end of the show. It's a beautiful
wolf.
volume,
Oh, okay.
fantastic new artwork. There'll be a paperback edition coming.
This is a digital rendering of
in
what the book may in fact
as
end
well.
up looking like.
These are intended for people who
Oh,
maybe
it's a New York
a lot of
Times
us in the room
bestseller
have followed
already.
the Horus Heresy for years, right? But if you're new and you want to know
A
where to start,
digital
this is a
mock-up
fantastic
of what the
starting
book
point.
may end up looking
Horus
like.
Rising is one of the most popular books in all of the Black Library, and it's exciting to see it in a new imprint.
I'm gonna see if we can get some shots of this. One second.
There we go. Exciting.
Oh, there it is.
Right.
If you had a real
things to
book,
talk
why
about
didn't you
with
take a
Horus
picture of the
Rising is
real
this is
book?
kind
Why
of
did
the
you need a
book that,
digital
like,
mock-up?
launched the Horus Heresy into the.
Oh, there it is.
fame
Thank
and the
you.
notoriety
Good.
that,
I saw
we're
part of its
familiar with
cover
today.
for one frame.
Ooh,
Thank you.
here
There we go. Okay, we're
go.
good.
What a lovely book.
Yeah.
There we go. The cover art is fantastic. Horus Lupercal looks like a really swell guy.
I would follow him definitely.
I think
He's like a great guy.
There it
it's
is.
all going to turn out just fine.
Dan Cabinet.
Who wouldn't trust that guy? Fantastic. Right. So we are moving on.
Got the
now.
book
We've
right
been to
there.
the Age of Darkness. Let's return for a moment to the old world if we can.
Oh, are we returning to the old world?
So let's play the video.
All right. So the ogres are going to old world.
Are at the walls.
Loads in the load world.
Now is the time for every citizen to take up arms. The great mages of the Celestial Court stand with us.
The great mages of the Celestial
We defend
Court.
our homeland.
More Cathay.
This great bastion has stood for 3,000 years. It shall not fall today.
The 3,000-year Cathay century begins. Cho. Dude, they got a Tengu, or no, a Kenku. What is it called? The bird guy? Avatar tie-in. Defend the great bastion.
That was pretty cool.
Yes. So Warhammer: The Old World obviously has come back. We've gone back to the world it was. It's been a lot of fun for those of us.
Yeah, Kenku is D&D. I know.
One of the huge stories out of Warhammer: The Old World, of course, has been Cathay, which is an army we'd never previously had a chance to visit. We had that army released in the not too distant past, and very exciting release. And this is a huge expansion for that faction. There's loads of good stuff on the way, including Astromancers of the Celestial Court.
So until now, if you've been using a Grand Cathay army, you've been a little bit limited for your choices of spellcasters on the battlefield, your wizard options. So the Astromancers provide you with a foot wizard and a mounted wizard, so you can include them in your units, or have them deploying around the battlefield where you need them most.
Dude, I like the guy on foot. There he is.
Multi-part plastic kit.
David Lopan.
Lots of cool little options in there. You can have a
He's
look,
back, baby.
Heads and staffs and hands and things that they can
He's
have.
also got a really adorable Onyx Crowman as well.
He does have a little crowman with him.
Which is a familiar, if you were wondering what it does in the game. Right.
Lewis Bouis.
Now, in the narrative of what's taking place in the Old World right now.
What did you miss? 45 minutes of
Army
technical
Grand Cathay is deployed
difficulties.
to the Old World proper to help reinforce against the hordes of chaos, which are massive,
Literally.
In the north, and that leaves the peasant levies. The
No sound for a half an hour. 20 minutes of a technical difficulty screen.
These are just ordinary citizen soldiers called to arms.
No less than two.
There's not been a lot of missile
Press F
units in
because the
Grand Cathay
stream got
until
interrupted.
now.
Things.
So these are a really welcome unit. We've also got them with
Cool
spears if
banner.
you want.
Yeah. In game terms, this also gives you like a really useful disposable unit that you
That's
can
where I
have.
was going,
So,
yeah.
currently, you're having to rely on your Jade Warriors, which are really the elite of your forces.
Jade
But
Warriors.
sometimes you just need a unit to kind of
Dude,
get
pretty
in the
good
way of something
70s
or
band,
to
Jade
block a
Warrior.
charge or to
Any
fall back or just to
65
die
plus in the
so that you don't
chat,
have to.
Jade
And
Warrior
kind of
fans.
Give you that option, basically.
It's a cruel world.
It's a cruel world.
Now, we talked a little about missile units available to the armies of Grand Cathay. And there are 2 new missile units on the way as part of this.
Dude, that's up there with
First, the
Wishbone
Iron Helgunners.
Ash.
The
One
forges
Live
of
Badger.
Nurgle have been blazing hot to make new weapons and munitions for the army.
Any Eaglebird Humperdinkers in chat? Or Engelbert?
Buses. These things tear through heavy infantry at short range, devastating missile troops, and they're reinforced by the Iron Helgunners, which you just saw there. So there's 2 units inside this.
Dude, the 3,000-year Cathay century
Iron
begins.
Hail, short range, devastating against large units, and then you've got the Crane Gunners, which we'll go to next. So you can see they've got the purveys to protect them from incoming fire.
Cool.
And they've got these extremely powerful arquebus-style weapons.
Cool, actually. I like it.
Detailing on them is the thing that really excites me. The sort of the fluting on the barrel, all of the the telescopic sights, everything. About
Reminiscent of the Skaven ones,
really
right?
Screams like intricate detail and sculptural work that the Grand Cathay army is quite known for.
Absolutely.
Cool,
And together, added
fronts
into
on
the
'em.
artillery you've already
Triple
got parts of the
scoper.
Cathayan army, you can make an incredibly powerful shooting army for the armies of Grand Cathay. If you
Incredibly
wanted to
powerful
jump from
shooting
missile
army
troops on the
led by
battlefield,
David
have
Lopan.
archers and firepower and artillery and rockets and all sorts of stuff. You
From
can make
Big
probably
Dinner
the
and
most
Little
formidable shooting
Chaiwan.
army in the old world, which is pretty
Yeah,
powerful.
you're certainly right there, aren't you?
So you use
All
a
of these things will be
Cathatar.
available first as part of the Defenders of the Grand Bastion, which is a reinforcement set. If you've not collected a Grand
Dude, the
Cathay
Nurgle
army
stuff
before,
is
you could
awesome.
use this as a starter.
Really
It's
cool.
really intended as that big block of reinforcements.
Shut up,
to
Mr.
your
Burton.
existing force. And it's we should talk about when this is due out. It's going to be out like late winter into spring next year.
Skaven learned how to put a shield in front of a gun from Cathay in the
So if
lore.
you
They
like the look
did.
of those and you've not got any Cathay and stuff yet, pick up some
The
Cathay.
burning
now, get
wall.
Your, army ready, and the reinforcements will be along sooner than you know it.
With a little bit of foreshadowing, I mentioned that a lot of the army of Grand Cathay within the narrative of the unfolding lore has gone to the old world to fight against chaos.
Yeah, Arcane Journals,
Breach
these
of
are
the Great Bastion,
good
it all
releases.
does not look well back in
I
Grand
appreciate
Cathay,
big narrative
where you can
releases
see it's all
for
fire.
the games.
And so I think we're going to see what the Peasant Levy is going to have to be dealing with within the story as it unfolds in the old world.
Absolutely. A very
We're getting a
exciting
Path to
expansion for the
Path
old
to
world and for
Glory
Grand Cathay,
giant narrative
in
book.
particular.
So,
I wish it
that was good.
weren't Path to Glory,
Why don't
but
we
it's
go
something.
forward and have
It's
a
some
little bit of a
big
look
narrative
at
update, right?
Necromunda.
Let's do it.
Oh, Necromunda.
Necromunda, there's quite a response to Necromunda here in the room. There's been a narrative sort of event taking place within Necromunda for a few years now. And you see here, this is a new book that's coming to
Resident
Necromunda. It's
Munda.
called Fire of Primus. This is part of the Aranthian succession.
And I'm looking a little red. He's a little red in the cheeks.
There's been a real power struggle on the planet of Necromunda. The planetary governor was deposed, presumed dead. Noble houses have
My
been
excitement
combined power,
is measurable.
This book continues and culminates some of that story.
Balthazar
with the,
Geld? Nah, dude, look at
real
this.
appearance and arrival of a
Look at his
major
waist.
player within the power
Balthazar
structure of Necromunda.
Svelte.
This is Ozostium Aranthus. Now, the arc is called the Aranthian Succession.
Oh, what's his name?
and,
Ozempium
is
Aranthus?
a presence
Okay.
that has been on Necromunda since before the birth of the Imperium.
He's really old. Really old.
He looks well for it, right?
Yeah,
Everything
he
seems
looks all
fine.
right.
If you want to see just how he looks
JoJo
under his
character
helmet,
build.
on WarhammerCommunity.com, there's a picture of him without his helmet on. He is not a well man.
He's not a
Yeah,
well
so,
man, supposedly.
essentially, he is attempting the ultimate power
Proto
play, taking
Stormcast.
control of Necromunda. He's. I don't want to spoil who and what he is too much, other than to say he's got a really dark and unpleasant past, and
I don't like
wouldn't
him.
want him in charge of my planet. He's not the good guys.
Yeah.
Or maybe he is if you like that sort of thing.
But there's a lot of other kits on the way as well for Necromunda. It's a fairly sizable release of stuff, actually.
Yeah,
These guys are
we've
kinda
got
cool.
A few things to talk about. These are the Palanite Justicars. You've seen Palanite Enforcers before.
I don't
it's
like the man catcher.
responsibility of
I like
every
the
planet
hammer and the
Imperium
gun.
or the planetary governor.
Cool
to,
hats.
maintain law and order. That's not the job of
The hazard
the,
spike shoulder or the
Knights
hazard mark
Imperialis.
shoulders.
So this is part of that
Big
law and
shoulders
order.
with extra shoulder
Palanite
things.
Justicars, in particular, dispense justice to like the
Ready to
noble
dispense
houses.
justice.
And so what you've got here is almost
These
like
guys
a
are kinda
SWAT
neat.
squad, right? You've got bailiffs. You've got the one with his man catcher. You've got an executioner. These are going to descend into the hive and wreak justice on wrongdoers.
They look like the bad guys from like a kids show,
Alongside law-abiding,
but like a
gangs
3D kids show.
they're just fantastic.
I love the servo skull has a wig.
It does, yeah. He's got that whole sort of like sort of
Tomb King's Time Warp.
a barrister-looking aesthetic going on.
A
There's
barrister.
some cool things to talk about here. The man catcher is a Fullman pattern man catcher, and you can build them in a variety of ways. So he could be like built onto the guy who's kneeling down. or
They're
whatever. So there's some
goons.
options here. I'm being told to hold my microphone.
Barrister Salmi.
Yeah, so fantastic if you're enjoying the Palanites and you want
Baristan the
to
Mold
law-abiding gang.
line.
Not the
Oh
only
no, I tried.
expansion.
Look at these dudes. He's so
Necromunda
fucking
saw,
wide.
a couple of years back saw the return of the squats.
They're drowning in their
Ironhead
armor.
Squat charter masters and drill
Dude,
masters.
squat
This is an
maxing.
expansion for your Ironhead squat gangs. They provide you with some elite specialist gang champion situation here.
Dude, the pipe.
They're just brilliant, right? Who doesn't want like a new squat with a pipe and a power axe?
Dude, that pipe. That's like 00 gauge pipe. He is chomping on it.
Existing Necromunda gang. You could probably make a gang
Just
out of it. The
waddling
idea is that really
around.
This is an expansion. The existing squats that you've already got. These are kind of the elite. These are what charter masters effectively.
They got like
They
football
earn
helmets on,
their,
kinda.
High rank within the squat hierarchy, and as a result, kitted out with some of the best equipment. They've got very good armor. They've got very good
New
guns.
KO models.
These
Cool.
are going to pack a punch in your games.
Yeah, and like within this, there's specific specialists that do specific things. So one of them is the Exomaster. You see the bigger suit. They've got.
Dude,
like,
they
this
probably walk
understanding
around
of,
like a
how the mind
VTuber where they're
works,
just
like
complete
intent
like
harvesting,
waddling
and
from
they've got
side to side
gear to do
every
it,
time
but
they
it's
take a
also
step.
Incredibly useful war gear. Or you've got the Drill Masters, and the Drill Master can control. I think he's called a Techmite Autoveyor. He's this weird little sort of tracked unit that you might have seen in some of the shops. A great addition to your
Ironhead squat charter
gangs,
masters and drill
and you can use
masters.
them as
Okay.
part of your Ironhead
They're just squats.
There you go.
Excellent.
Right. Whew, that is Necromunda. It's time to go to the grim darkness of the far future.
It's time to go to the grim dankness.
Have a bunch of new stuff for Warhammer 40,000 for you today. Some incredible new miniatures across the range.
Bunch of new stuff.
I want to start off with some new character models for some of our Xenos faction.
I hate it. I don't like it at all. No.
Beric Stormbrow. He is a chthonic
1 out of 10.
character. He can lead your units for chthonic berserkers.
Cool hammer.
The lore for this guy is that
Don't
he
like
is
anything
an
else.
expert orc hunter. He's lost his hands in combat against orcs. They've been blasted off in some kind of horrific.
Blasted both of his hands off. That's funny. Oh, from the back he looks better.
He's just got some new bionic ones. He's not overly troubled by it. He is a particularly tough kin. He has a clone scheme that makes him even more durable than the already durable Leagues of Votan already are. He goes right at the front of your army, in the middle of your chthonic berserkers.
All right, he's got cool Dr. Octopus tubes on his back. This improves his score. I don't know why they gave him leprosy. That kind of hurts it for me.
Right.
You have to punch it up really hard to make its nose bleed.
I would think so. He's not the only new character model coming. Here we see the Twin Lance.
The Twin Lance.
Part of the Tau Empire. Eddie, what are the Twin Lance?
These are kind of neat.
Are a new pair of special characters for the Tau Empire. Those of you who know your Tau Empire lore will know that Farsight was once the exemplar of the Montcar, the killing blow within the Tau Empire, but he's sort of fallen out of favor with the Ethereals. They don't really like to put him on the posters and the propaganda anymore. So they were looking for someone new to represent the Montcar within the Tau Empire. So they found these guys, the Twin Lance. This is a male and a female Tau who were once part of three warriors who went around together, but one of them was killed by a gene.
They used to be part of a polycule, but now they're just married.
Exemplar of the killing blow.
All right.
To take out the leader of the Gene Stealer uprising, and from that point onwards, they were lauded as heroes of the Tau Empire, and now they go between the different septs, fighting wherever
Here
the
comes
Imperials
trouble,
tell them to.
and let's
One
make
thing
it
to note about them that's quite cool
triple.
is that they don't have the markings of any specific
Power
sept within the Tau
thruple.
Empire on them, because they are heroes for all of the people of the Tau, for all of the greater good. They can fight alongside any of the septs you want, which means you can put them in any of your Tau armies, regardless of what color you painted them. They are very, very good at going in very close and killing the thing you really want them to kill.
They're very good at going in.
Style weapon. One of them has a flamer style weapon. So whether you want to melt a tank or burn some infantry, they are the Tau for the job.
Yeah, they have individual names, so they are known as the Twin Lance. You have Sunseer, who has the Fusion Eliminator, and then you have Scatterflare, who uses an ion scatter cannon.
The Fusion Eliminator. Good name.
Yeah, they've got different specializations. Just fantastic new character models for your Tau Empire army. There's more.
But wait, there's more.
This is very exciting for me.
Tyranid Prime with Lash Whip.
At home, this is a new Synapse leader for your Tyranid army in the Tyranid Prime. With
Synapse
It
leader.
sort of does what it says on the tin. This is the Tyranid Prime with a Lash Whip. You know what a Tyranid Prime is? You know what a Lash Whip is? This is the Tyranid Prime with a Lash Whip.
It's a Tyranid Prime with a Lash Whip,
A lovely
everyone.
miniature. It's in a really cool dynamic pose. It's the first time we've had a dedicated miniature to represent a Tyranid Prime infantry version. This is a character that you can put in amongst either Tyranid
Yeah, it looks like a
warriors or one of
Tyranid Prime
your
with a Lash
units.
Whip.
Makes that unit more efficient and obviously gives you some synaptic benefits as well. But
Looks
I
like
think
it's
just
kind
a
of
really
holding it, but
cool
also it's kind of part of it at the same time, both.
something new to paint.
Yeah,
Which is an aesthetic that I don't really like.
Releases that we just described,
But it's
so,
part of their identity, I
Beric
guess, so
and
that's
the Twin
fine.
Spear and the Tyranid Prime with Lash Whip. We're expecting to see them release into the new year. So
Why not new Hive
Yeah, it's a
Tyrant?
little way off yet, but we just wanted to show you some cool stuff.
Exactly, it's always nice. There is
It's
a lot
fashion.
more for Warhammer 40,000 for us to show. I believe we've got a little video.
Oh, a video.
The Primarch Reborn demands the impossible.
Ultramaroon. Bloob. He is Blue Boar.
They await your presence, my lord. He commands us to reconquer the 500 worlds of Ultramar. In the 10,000 years between his death and rebirth, how many worlds have been scoured by the archenemy? Devoured by the monsters of the hive mind. Sacrificed on the altar of Exterminatus. He is a demigod out of time. Fighting for a golden age that can never dawn again.
Welcome home. Rise, Demetria Titus, Master of the Watch, Captain of the Second Company, Warden of Ultramar!
He's so fucking wide.
Sigmar reborn demands the impossible. But only in death does duty end.
That was awesome.
That was wide.
I'm a huge fan of Captain Titus. I followed him through Space Marine, the original game,
Dude,
many years
Captain
ago. I put
Titus?
too many hours to account into Space Marine 2. And here we see his narrative is progressing.
Wide Marine 3.
It's an important piece of
DLC?
40,000 lore, and especially important.
Does he have a
for
model?
Captain Titus. Those of you who played Space Marine 2, the computer game, will know
That was me. It was a
the
fun
last
2
time
weeks.
We saw Titus. He was a lieutenant of the Ultramarines, recently returned from exile in
He's a
the Death Watch,
lieutenant.
and he has sort of come back. The prodigal son returned, sort of.
Does he get promoted to captain at the end of 2? I can't remember. The story was so stupid and great and stupid.
Company once more. His journey is complete. His redemption is complete, and he is now leading the second company. But that is a job that comes with a lot of responsibility. He is the warden of Ultramar, and he
Luke Kangent.
by the Primarch
Mortal
of
Kombat,
Guilliman,
huh?
With retaking the 500 worlds of Ultramar, which was an enormous thing for Guilliman back
Titus
then.
promoted, Leandro's pissing and
Many of those worlds
shitting.
have been lost. He has been tasked with reclaiming them.
Dude,
with
autism
the
beats
tools he
magic.
has
Fucking, it was so
let's
hilarious.
see what those troops
Marnius Calgar, 100% no selling the Zinch demon, just ignoring it. His autism was too strong. So funny. All right, here he is. The Madol. Oh, it's Man from video game. There he is, his wideness. Now you can play him on the table. The boys. 500 worlds. 500 burgers.
Fantastic. So here we see Captain Titus and the Wardens of Ultramar. This is a new plastic kit that is coming out
Big.
for the Ultramarines chapter. This is Titus and his command staff as he embarks on this quest to
There he
reunify
is,
the 500 worlds
dude.
of Ultramar.
Absolutely. We know that we've had quite a lot of Ultramarine releases recently, but I think for Titus, we can have one more. I think that's okay.
What did I hear them say? We know we had a
So
lot
this
of
is
Ultramarine
Captain Titus.
releases
He's
recently.
brought with him his brilliant chainsaw,
Yeah, the last
which
40
we know
years.
From Space Marine 2.
I've got a lot of hours in with that.
Yes, a lot. I've killed a lot of Tyranids with that chainsaw.
I appreciate how they fucked
he
up
has
his
the
face.
mantle of the captain once more, so all the regalia that you'd expect from that
His
position.
head is
a
so
very cool
square.
bow, and he is at the center of that new box set. But it's not just him; he's brought with him his entourage.
Possibly my favorite Space Marine in the whole galaxy. Anybody here seen Secret Level? In the chat, have you seen
Metaurus?
Secret Level? If you haven't, you need to go and watch it. It's an incredible animation that we made. Part
The
of
Metal Hand Man.
part of their Secret Level.
He was
series.
able to do some
Metaurus
special
is
thing because he
the
has a metal
veteran
hand.
sergeant who recruited
And then
Titus
Marnius
as a
just
boy.
also did it
And here
because
they
he has a
are
metal
reunited,
brain.
in this plastic kit. Metaurus is going to help Titus on his quest to reunify these 500 worlds.
Yeah, he is a sergeant of the Blade Guard.
No, that's
so
a
as you
different
can
black
imagine,
guy.
he is
Okay,
a
pardon
very
me.
competent combatant, and you can watch him be a very competent combatant in the Secret Level episode. He's not the only space.
I thought every chapter was allowed one.
Titus, of course.
Oh, and then there he
Ancient
is.
Gadriel, this guy had your back all the way through.
Ancient
Space Marine
Gadriel.
2.
Ancient
He is now being
Chadriel.
given
This
the banner
guy.
of the second company. He is the ancient of Titus's command squad.
It's nice to have friends, right?
It's nice to have friends.
Yeah. Speaking of friends, there's a suite of other important characters We're going to help Titus in his
Commodore
his mission. Here we have
Gaius
Commodore
Anderley
Gaius
Silva.
a commander within the fleet of Ultramar, responsible for making sure that the fleet logistics and the naval battles and things that are going to take place go smoothly.
Where's the ship mistress?
There's more. He's got a staff of human helpers. This is Astropath Daniel Cornelius.
Astropath Daniel Cornelius.
In 40k terms, this is the only way to stay in touch with your friends.
Yeah, Titus is the captain of the second company, the warden of Ultramar. He has almost constant communication.
This guy has a
with
good
all the
face for
various planets
once.
within Ultramar, and
You
the
are right.
forces that he's trying to command to keep hold of them and take new ones. So it's vital that he keeps an Astropath
Sergeant
nearby
Jax
at all
Metal
times.
Armius, yeah.
Interesting kind of that we are able to see all the humans that accompany Titus, because Ultramar is a kind of slightly unusual part of the Imperium in that not only do the Ultramarines have to go and kill all the aliens there and make sure that they drive back
Plenipotentiary.
they also lord over the
Lucia
humans of that region as well. They
Vesta.
command the humans, and
This isn't
run
ship
Ultramar
mistress.
as a sort of mini empire within an empire.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Plenipotentiary Lucia Vesta.
Plenipotentiary.
This character goes ahead
Lucia
of
Vespa.
Titus, kind of as a messenger, but also as an explorer. So sort of scouting ahead and working out which of the 500 worlds that are lost are able to be reclaimed and helping him with that.
Demagoguery.
And possibly my favorite of the human helpers, this is Amelia Minervus, the Legatus, a ranking officer.
Amelia Minervus.
The Ultramar.
Making me nervous.
Yeah, absolutely. The Ultramar Auxilia are the human forces
Talking
of
to-
Ultramar.
talking
battle
to
very
women
similar
make 'em
the Astronaut
nervous.
Alongside the Ultramarines trying to retain those 500 worlds.
I love
and
the
defend
names
the
they're
borders
giving
of
these people.
Ultramar
It's great.
from, aggressive alien forces and heretics.
So the idea with this set is that it's essentially Titus and his command
Where's
staff,
Slab
a fantastic
Bulkhead?
leadership unit to use in your games, brilliantly characterful models, and also really starts to help tell the narrative of
Yeah,
this event that's taking place
Quan.
with
ATP
the 500
Quan.
Worlds. Speaking of which, Eddie, do you want to get the book?
Look at the book.
We've got the book here today, so we can get it out and show you. This is Warhammer 40,000 500 Worlds Titus.
The battle for
It's
unity
when we
begins.
say book, that's a little bit misleading here. You can
No,
see
I
it's
think
a,
Unreal Engine
mighty
5
slipcase that
came out on
contains
top.
4 volumes to it. What these volumes do is each has
Two
a slightly
people in my
different theme.
chat are going to find
The
that
first
funny.
of these books is called Titus. It's the lore. It's 80 pages.
Well,
of the
they'll
narrative
get
and
it,
the
but they
background
won't
that
find it funny.
explains, the events that are taking place.
It's me.
You then have Dread Incursions. Dread Incursions are
Dread Incursions, the war
the
on
way to
Respirator
play,
Front,
boarding actions
and Tit US.
sort of close confines battles as they go from
detachments.
place to place. So we've seen some
Oh, nice
fantastic
shirt.
terrain come out for Kill Team, which would be really useful for doing some of those sort of boarding action style situations.
Why can't we get this for
We've also
AOS?
got,
Because just the Titus model is going to outsell
war on the
AOS
Vespertor front.
and Old
As a
World put
campaign,
together.
Anybody here enjoying the grand narrative this weekend might find this extremely
Anyway, nice
appealing,
$40
because this is
fold
a
out.
complete campaign system. In the background of this shot here now, you can see the map that comes. Oh, we've just lost it. But there's an enormous map that comes with this set. There's loads of
Enormous
stickers
map.
that you can sort of track the progress of your campaign with you and your friends as you battle for the 500 worlds. And finally, but by no means least, we have the detachments volume, which is 16 pages of all of the detachments and the rules that you need to use these. New
It's
things in your
technically
game.
standing up.
They will be available online as a download.
Hey,
or as
make
part of
sure
the
it
app.
stands up.
Oh, quite which.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
available online.
Nobody
this
breathe.
is a very cool set of expansions. There's loads of good stuff in there, loads of good gaming material. It's sort of particularly themed towards those of you who enjoy the narrative element of Warhammer 40,000. But as you say, Adam, the detachments will be match play compatible. But because we don't want to kind of limit them behind a big set
Why
that
do
you
they
have to
think
buy,
I give a fuck
they will
about this
also be
map,
available
Frank?
online,
Because
if you
people with
want to just get the
autism love
detachments.
maps.
But then you'd be missing out on having an amazing
It's been true since
within
Lord of the
500
Rings.
worlds. And what this set really does is it sets up that region of space as a pivotal and
It's
important
me.
part of the Warhammer 40,000 universe, one of the most active war zones.
Can I go
currently
take a
happening in
squat
Warhammer
Iron
40,000
Head?
right now, which is to say something, because there's a lot of war going on.
They
I had a chance
love
to read
maps.
through the Titus volume,
Unless
that
they're
80
driving,
page
then they don't
lore
like
book.
maps.
There are some
Too much to
very
do at
cool
once.
information inside there. The things that are happening within the sort of wider story of Warhammer 40,000 are really interesting, compelling read.
But who are they fighting, Adam?
Well, if you've looked at the covers of those books, you
All right,
might
these
have
guys are
got
going
a
to
subtle
absolutely
hint as to
blather
who
for
the
a moment.
enemy
I got to blow my
that is
nose.
principally causing
BRB.
problems within the 500 worlds. these guys are finding
These
themselves going up
guys.
against this guy. This is Necrosor Amantar. And who or what is Necrosor Amantar?
So
Eddie?
Necrosor Amantar is effectively a deranged destroyer lord of the Necrons. He is an ancient, powerful creature, and he leads an entire army of destroyers who want none of that kind of conquest or claiming land or anything like that. He just wants to wipe out all life in the galaxy, starting with Ultramar. There are even rumors that he might have been the origin of the Destroyer curse itself amongst the Necrons, so he's a pretty big deal. He has a particularly diabolical plan. Looking at the galaxy, he goes, even though I am a 20-foot killing machine with lasers for arms, I don't think I could kill the whole galaxy, but I know something that could. I'm going to put the Nightbringer back together.
Fantastic. So the Nightbringer, you might have seen, we showed it on warhammercommunity.com. This would have been the first time you'd seen it. If it hadn't gone out,
there he is.
We did mention
The
links in our
Nightbringer.
invitation video, but here is the
He's kind of cool.
Catan shard of the Nightbringer.
Looks like it would be fun to paint up in a bunch of different
Necrosor's
metallurgy.
plan is to gather all of the Catan shards.
I don't know if I love
so that
this
he can
stuff
get
down here, the
Nightbringer
lightning.
together properly and just kill
I
all
like
life in the galaxy.
disseminating
Absolutely.
into pixels
It's not
here. That's
just
kind of neat.
the
I don't
new
know if I
character
like the
and
lightning.
the new Catan shard that will be coming out. There will be some new ways of getting Necrons into your army. There is a new battalion. which
Wiggle
basically
maxing
gives
base.
you all the destroyers. So if you like the idea of an army of undying, unkillable robots, hell-bent on destroying all life, this is the battalion for you.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, if your jam is just psychotic undead robot,
Lots of guns, loads of
500
guns.
Worlds is going to be your jam.
6-shooter. Look,
Perfect.
look at how big this gun is. I like
Feel
that
like
guy.
We've reached the end.
Nice gun.
Perfect.
Got a quad
Right,
stacker
so-
BK broiler gun.
Here we go. Let's just look at Titus squaring off against the enemy, and then what remains is
The
for us to bring this to a
Galactopus
close.
spotted. That's what
Everybody
he's
who's been
called.
watching
Good
us
name.
Live on the stream. Thank you so much for sticking with us for our technical difficulties. We appreciate it wasn't perfect, but it's been really great to show you all these fantastic Warhammer
Loads.
reveals and just get a bit excited about our
The
favorite
reveals
hobby,
themselves were
with all of
good.
you.
The
Thank you
technical
for hanging around with
difficulties
us.
weren't.
If you
but-
want to see any of these reveals, again, you want to watch any of the videos.
Year
again, we'll
of
post them at the end
chaos.
those
People are
miniatures.
typing in the
Warhammer
chat.
community
Fucking
website. If
good.
it's not already updated, will be updated very soon with lovely shots of all of those new reveals, so you can
Lovely
spend
shots.
time, look over them, and decide which of those you're most excited about, which one you want to buy.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you've got burning questions about things Eddie and I didn't explain, there's a good chance that the answers will be there on Warcom. So go
Are we
and have
doing a
look.
Q&A session?
Should address the 1,000 or so people in the room. Thank you all for sticking around with us as well.
Oh, okay.
You have been an
Yeah,
incredible
yeah.
audience. It's been a delight to share this reveal with all of you. We're going to bring this thing
How you
to a
guys
close.
doing tonight?
Thank you
All
to the team who
right.
made this possible. And thank you for myself. It's been a delight. We'll see you again next time. Good night.
Good fight. Good night. There it is. Are you ready to laugh? That didn't sound like 1,000 people. Maybe the sound, you just couldn't hear him. Why do you have the tick? Nice the tick emote. My favorite Year of Chaos moment was when they said actually it started with the 2024 Slaves release. Please clap. Hey, that reveal was very eventful. Lots of great technical difficulties. That was fun. Sound issues, just a little bit. But the Nurgle shit looks fucking sick, actually. I wonder if the website works right away. Website Team Pog. Embrace a noxious mountain of gifts for the Maggotkin of Blurgle. Can't see this video? It's hosted on a third-party website, which may be using cookies. To see it, you need to accept cookies. No. All right. Festus the Leech Lord upgraded. He looks fucking sick. We saw him and he was great. I like how it's a giant leech. Nice mouther down. Oh, wait, you can't see it. Nice mouther down there. Still has the cool hood. A little scarecrow up here. I think there's a body hanging upside down on the back part of it. Any fun little details here and there. A little Nurgle-ling. This might be a cauldron of slime. collected from the leech. This, like, kind of vaguely looks like a leech's mouth, although a leech's mouth is a full circle. But hey, alright. Really great Nurgle update here. Oh, we're getting profile shots. Oh, another Nurgling. It's got some wigglies that it's doing. Potion seller. I want your most Nurgle potion. You can't handle the potion. Guy looks great. This silhouette could have been a Gutbuster silhouette. I like the horseman. This guy in particular, if you're looking straight on, not like that, but straight on. Guy's sick. Nice big hammer, proper. The lean, dude. The lean. And the stirrup can only just barely get the little hoof in there, but he's working on it. Big boy. 5-inch mounted movement? Maybe. Anyway, those three look great. The 3-man squad, I guess. Nope, we see more. All right, different options. Look at the tenderizer. Horrible, hideous faces. Bunch of little ding-dongs and doodads. You'll love to see it all over the place. Not too much trim, not too busy. A little fly there. Putrid Bloid King. I like this guy. Look at him. He's ready to party. Just no legs. Just the tiniest legs. Cartoon proportions. Bluetooth proportions. Jeb Sweep. Yeah, these guys are great. Huge axe. Sumo wrestler Nurgle guys. Nice hand. Oh, proper. Look at this. Nice pose for the camera. The power maul. Yeah, these Putrid Blight Kings are really excellent. I think they started making ogres and then they're like, nah, let's make Nurgle instead. Antlers are great. Big fan. Always have been a fan of the antler stuff on Nurgle. Dude, big dude. And then the rot swords. These are cool too. They're not as big, so I don't like them as much, but it's a fine place. Fine slot to slot something in. Yeah, just kind of menacing, durable. Sword and board. Mason board. This guy. When you and the boys are asked to grade each other's papers, like, all the strands are kind of cool on this. I wish there was a little more up here, maybe, but it's fine. Field Marshal Nurgkov, yeah. On the veil here. Bells of Steel. And then we got Gores. These look bad. I don't like, but then again, I'm not like a diseased goat man enjoyer. I'm going to be honest. I would be very sad if I had to run these. Like, imagine you have this and this as troop choices for your army, but just due to the nature of cosmic randomness, these are like the quote-unquote unit you have to run because they're the best. Like, how depressing would that be? It would be so sad. Anyway, maybe you guys like this. In which case, good. But I don't like it. This is a fine cover. At least there's something happening in the background, for Christ's sake. And he's properly big looking. Yeah, not a bad cover at all. And then the fucking boys here. Look at this shit. The Violator, except Nurgle. 3-head wood fist with a cool sword. Dude, this guy, surely they'll zoom in on that guy down here, right? No, they won't. They will not zoom in on that guy down here. Anyway, the sort of like a horrific take on the caterpillar from Alice. There's a guy holding it. The two guys in a trench coat. When they turned it, you could see all the little caterpillar. You wouldn't call them hooves, but I kind of do. Anyway, this guy is fucking sick. Really cool looking. I don't like these front guys at all. But then again, I don't like the little shitty stuff that you have to play with generally anyway, for the most part. Is it a bug or is she the bug? This is one person, right? The upper person, the lower person, a third guy over here, and it's all part of a giant caterpillar. It's all like one thing. Human Centimago. It's sick. They could have put a gore on the cover. Okay, yeah, it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. The human Nurglepede. Who told them Burgle worshippers needed to wear board shorts? Cathay peasant levy and not cavalry. You are wrecked. Oh no. Anyway, this guy's sick. And I like this thing too. Just some monstrous thing. And I like the rune carved into it. The other guy had a rune on his shoulder, I believe. And this is like whatever, just a bunch of Nurglings. Oops, all Nurglings. I guess there's I don't think I've seen I have seen these guys before. Yep, I remember this guy and a few of these for the Cultist Warband. And then the please buy the Minecraft models box. Nope. And then Path of Glory, the Blighted Bliles. Yeah, Rotmire Creed, that's what they're called. From Rocky 3, Rotmire Creed. Daniil, 55, thanks for the big prime for 14. It was a big reveal. We got some really cool Nurgle stuff. And this is a nice versus box, too. Look at, got some new models in it. Horseman versus Flyman. Kinda sick. Just refusing to release Spoilpox Scrivener outside of combo boxes. You will never get a solo Scrivener. Demons are coming really close to losing their charm in 20 years. These? Yeah, these are horrible. Don't like them. That's something that both games share, though, so that might be... They might do that in one fell swoop, you know? Like, the demon troops of AOS and 40k, because they kind of share them, right? All of the demon troops are kind of old and shitty looking for all four of the armies. And so they might be doing that across both games at one time or something, perhaps. You were not a fan of the last Path to Glory campaign. I've been mostly ignoring it. But maybe the book contains cool stuff. I'm not sure. We'll see. Maybe it's got something in it. I haven't looked at Path to Glory in 4th edition, even once. So maybe I will. Just to see. Dude, this guy is sick. So mortals and demons separated. You also keep hearing they're getting rid of demons and 40k as a faction. Really? Somebody else typed that in chat as well. Yeah, I'm, as a non-Nurgle player, I'm super pleased with how cool this stuff looks. This is great. I hope they do this well on the Ogre stuff. Since 40k Chaos armies are starting to become like AOS ones, mixed demons not being a standalone force, then hopefully it's soonish, yeah. Path to Glory is pretty fun. Giving your units additional fun rolls helps a lot with the match play monotony. I wonder if that's their intent, maybe. It's like, okay, we have the base game, and if you get bored of that, then all the extra options that you keep wanting for the real game, well, you get it in Path to Glory for small games. Maybe that's the intent. I'm not sure. I hope not, kinda. I want big games. Having a hammer unit like the Rot Swords will be useful. They all got shields. Maybe they're defensive. I like these guys. They're supposed to be on the power level of Chaos Knights, except just fucking heavier and wider. Let's be honest, probably slower, but it's sick. Yeah, this is looking good, actually. I'm a sucker for huge mounted shit, right? So... Oh, you can play 2,000 point games of Path to Glory. I didn't know that across the pond. You're calling it 7-inch move? That would be very slow. But... yeah, maybe. It won't be 12. We know that. And even 10 is probably a stretch. So yeah, hopefully it's 8, but... oh wait, the special number... oh no, this special number, boys, it's over. They're going to be 7. Seven-inch move, but on turn 7, you can go 7 times 7. Yeah, you can go 49. There you go. Adding units, upgrading units. You start with 1,000 points, and then you just build it. There's nothing at that helicopter for me. Yeah, oh well, next time Copium, we'll get the Ogre update. And then when it doesn't happen next time, next time. Actually, there's one more thing to look at. Besides this stuff that I didn't like. Look at this dude. This is sick. 10 out of 10. Nurgle dude. I love it. Great pose. Manji from the end of Blade of the Immortal ass arm. Huge ags. Fucking big. Ogre update making iron belchers worse somehow. Lead belchers, yeah. Harbinger of Decay is move 8. Oh, good point, Latino Hot. There's hope. There's still hopium to have. Molgoth the Wider. Dude, this guy's big. Does the opposite. They move 14. That'd be good. Nurgle used to be the army that you'd think was slow, but it was actually fast. That was them in 1st and 2nd. Before they came to their senses and decided that Nurgle should be slow. I say came to their senses, but actually I think it's a bad thing. I thought it was cool when Nurgle was fast. Even though you didn't think... like, you think Nurgle's slow, and then you played them, and they were actually quite fast to run and charge around their nexuses and stuff. I don't know. Return to those times. As a big motherfucker, Nurgle represents us without needless pandering, or making it a joke. Like, making it just stupid, right? That would be dumb as well. Just got here with the new Ogres announced? No, but I didn't really think they would be. It was hopium. We got really cool Nurgle stuff instead. Like, actually really sick Nurgle shit. That's quite excellent. Quite excellent Nurgle stuff. And a lot of it. Like, this is a lot. There's a lot of Nurgle stuff. So, like, good show. New Ogres is probably next year. That was... some chatter asked me a little while ago, and that was my guess. My guess was 2026, probably, for new Ogres. Yeah, hopefully it feels like Nurgle is a complete faction mechanically, not just model-wise. Although their demons on foot, of course, are just like hella old and stupid looking, but that's each of the chaos gods. They're like little demons are all kind of bad. But anyway, good shit. Hey, thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate it. Hey, we went through some crisis counseling or shared suffering. Good shit. Nice memes. Turn SJ up. Nurgle looks great. Don't care about really anything else. But hey, all right. Next time I stream Monday, I don't know. Am I looking at Path to Glory? I'll do something. I'm going to ease my way back into AOS, right? Maybe there's something to be done. How old is the Glotkin kit? The Glotkin came out during the end times, I believe. I think. So whenever that happened, 2014 or whatever. Or 15 maybe. Conquest? Spearhead? Something. Oh yeah, I need to do the third Conquest show, you're right. The third and final Conquest show needs to happen, because I want to look through the rules. Maybe I'll find something in there to suggest for 5th edition, for my suggestions for 5th edition video that I still have to finish writing. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the subs and the bits. Going to deposit you in a random channel, so stick around for exactly 2 minutes, and then fuck off. But thanks.